And we are live back in the house. A match week 11 roundup coming to you on a Tuesday night for the first time ever. But I'm coming back from a 5-day vacation down in Miami, the land of the big booty girls. Pretty much, that's all you see down there. But I'm back though. I'm back. Went to the vacation with the wife, so you know what I mean. Don't get the wrong idea, man. But it's good to take a break. Well needed break. And we're back to talk football. Wrap up the club scene. It's an international break. And I'm dressed in my international garment, Ghana Football Association. I actually picked this up from the Puma store. I was like, God damn, decked out in all Puma here. Yeah, man, looking fresh, man. You know what I'm saying? Vibrant. Looking good. You know what I mean? And I said to myself, look, even though I'm away Sunday, Monday. When I get back on Tuesday, I still got to talk Premier League. Still got to wrap it up, man. Every week, it doesn't matter what goes on. Even if I'm on the hospital bed, I'm going to come live. Some way, somehow, going to make it happen. And we had to just wrap up week 11. Still early in the season. Not even, 33% done with the season. But we're getting there. We're getting close. And we're going to wrap up all the results, talk managerial sackings, new potential hirings, new hirings, and we're gonna have some fun tonight. I don't mean to be super long tonight, but who knows what might happen. So big up to everybody in the house, man. Let's do this. Let us do this. Big up to Fresh God, Zachary, Moulton in here. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. Let's do this, man. Big up to Ilyas Abdi, who says, what's up, Dom? Would love to stay up to the stream. 2 a.m. here. I've got university tomorrow. Miss these streams going. Hope you enjoy the holiday. Thanks, man. Could watch the replay, bro. And all the best in your studies, though. Definitely. That comes first. That definitely comes first. So, without further ado, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to get into these games. We're really going to get into these games. They had Europa League matches that I didn't talk about yet. But Tottenham, they won their Europa Conference League game. West Ham drew and Leicester drew. We'll get into those another time. So let's go, man. Let's go. Let's start things off by talking a bit about the awards that's coming up. I think those awards, the winners for those awards should be known maybe tomorrow. So we have nominees for October's Premier League 2 Player of the Month. That's the Academy League. And you have Chuck Womaker of Aston Villa won the September Premier League 2 Player of the Month. And we take a look at the nominees here just to see who's in the fringe. See one of the Ramsey brothers there. But let's go through the nominees though. Let's do that. So from left to right, Jamal Baptiste, Anthony Ilanga of Man United, not getting an opportunity, the first team to show what he's about. You have Ziad Lakeche of Fulham and Dylan Makande of Tottenham. These guys are not getting an opportunity at all. Not an opportunity, none whatsoever. There's also Salah Eddin Ulad Mohand of Arsenal. It's a young Mo Salah there, basically. Aaron Ramsey, Aston Villa, Jacob Ramsey's brother. And Daniel Simeo, who looks very grown, like he's ready for first team action there for Southampton. So I don't watch the academy players, so I don't know who's going to actually win that one. So, look, in other news, man, Dean Smith sacked. We'll get to all of these, but I just wanted to talk about the awards, though. Wanted to touch on the awards really quick, and there's a few more awards that was, okay, yeah, we got him right here. Shortlist for October 2021 EA Sports Player of the Month. And I'll give my opinion on who I think should be Player of the Month. Big up to the boy, Strasbourg Steve, man. I got my boy Liam upstairs making a whole lot of noise, creating a ruckus upstairs. So, Steve, big up to you, man. Thanks for the $4.99 super chat, man. Love it. Thank you very much for tuning in. Love, that you came on the last time and we had a really good chat. So, yeah. Next time I do stream, Steve, I want to, have you on. Maybe for a roundup. Maybe for the roundup. I think I got something planned for the next preview. So, we'll talk about that, though. We'll talk about that to talk Newcastle United, of course. So, look, October 2021 EA Sports Player of the Month nominees. Ben Chilwell has been scoring goals for Chelsea. Had a good month. Maxwell Cornet. Oh, man, what a revelation he has been in Burnley colours. Phil Foden has been magnificent as well for City. City had a really good October. I could remember, as far as I know. Livramento. Valentino Livramento. What a player he is for Southampton. Aaron Ramsdale, though, he's up there. Declan Rice. Mo Salah had a great month. And, of course, Yuri Telemans coming into form. It might actually go to Salah, though. Salah has cooled down across the last 2 games. But even though a lot of these players had great months, I think Mo Salah had the best month. And Salah might actually go on to win it. So, Ben Chilwell, the left back, showed an impressive eye for goal by scoring in 3 successive matches against Southampton, Brentford, and Norwich, while also playing part in 3 clean sheets in October. Maxwell Cornet, Brighton's summer signing, has made a dream start at Turf Moor with 3 goals coming from as many starts last month, including a stunning strike versus the Saints and Brentford. Phil Foden, Man City's attacking midfielder, scored a fine effort in a 2-2 draw at Liverpool and starred in a 4-1 victory at Brighton and Hove Albion with 2 goals and an assist. Don't think it's good enough to win the award at all. Tino Livramento, the 18-year-old right back, continued his superb debut season in senior football, keeping 2 clean sheets, winning a penalty at Chelsea and scoring his first goal against Burnley. Aaron Ramsdale produced 17 saves as he earned 2 clean sheets in a month. 8 of those stops came in a brilliant display at Leicester, while he was also at his best in a 3-1 home win over Aston Villa. Declan Rice, West Ham's captain, was a dominant presence in the midfield, played a pivotal role in back-to-back wins over Everton and Spurs before scoring and getting an assist in a 4-1 triumph at Villa Park. Not good enough, in my opinion, to win the damn thing. Salah produced 9 goals involvement in a superb October. I call it Oktoberfest for Salah. Scoring sensational solo goals in successive matches versus Man City and Watford before claiming a hat-trick in a 5-0 win at Manchester United. He wins it for me. Definitely wins it. Tillemans scored wonder goals in back-to-back victories versus United and Brentford, and it was a commanding presence in the center of Leicester's midfield throughout the month. October's Barclays Manager of the Month nominees. I'm going to get into that as well. And his goal of the month as well. But I want to talk manager of the month, right? Jurgen Klopp of Liverpool, David Moyes of West Ham, Thomas Tuchel of Chelsea, Patrick Vieira of Crystal Palace. Is there any more? Yeah, that's it, guys. And look, I think this should be between Patrick Vieira and David Moyes. I'm going to eliminate Klopp and Tuchel, even though they had good months. One of them might just go on to win it. You know what I'm saying? Klopp with 2 wins and 2 draws, and Tuchel with 4 wins. He might just win it. But to be completely honest, what Vieira has been doing is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? 1 win, 3 draws. He's unbeaten. And David Moyes, 3 wins and a loss. I know it sounds ridiculous that Thomas Tuchel doesn't go on to win it. But remember, Patrick Vieira is a new manager in the league, and David Moyes has been resurgent in West Ham. So I think Tuchel may actually win it, but if I have to give it to anybody, it would be Moyes or Vieira. So yeah, man, don't want to get too deep into this one. I'm not going to read out all the things there. And we have goal of the month contenders, where Salah, Mason Greenwood, Tillemans, really good goal against United. Callum Wilson, a bicycle kick. Che Adams, I can't remember his goal. I think he scored I can't remember his goal. And CR7's been banging in some good goals. It has to be Salah's goal against City. It has to be that nominated for that. Yep, Salah versus Man City. Yep, that's it. That's going to win goal of the month for me. Not going to get into the others at all. So, big up to everybody in the stream right about now, man. Appreciate you guys who tune in right now. Anybody's watching the replay, thank you very much for tuning in. You know, God bless you. God bless you. Thanks a lot. And without further ado, we're going to get into the review. Remember, this is a late review. I'm doing it because I don't want to not do it, basically. And I just came back from vacation today, but I just want to get this done. We want to talk about these games because it would feel kind of weird not to. So let's get to the results, and we're going to talk about these games. So the first game that I actually want to talk about. But before we get into these games, so guys, don't forget today's stream is brought to you by the lovely folks over at Manscaped, who's the best in men's below the waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched a 4th generation trim of the lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, the 4.0. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you of 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code Dominic Rich at manscaped.com. Imagine shaving with a sleek, well-designed, and optimized trimmer that makes shaving time your favorite time in the bathroom. Guys, it makes for a great gift. For a loved one, a friend, grandfather, uncle, or any little brother. Trust me, the balls will thank you. Right, so let's do this, man. Let's do this. Let's talk about this first game right now. Brentford 1, Norwich 2. So in this game, Matthias Norman scored early in the 6th minute. Timo Pukki in the 29th. Rico Henry in the 60th. I have a few notes to get through, so I'll be doing that. And bear with me as I talk about this game, and then if you have anything to say about this match, please leave it in the comments. So Vitaly Janelt came in for Brentford, and Brian Mbeumo was back as well after a spell on the sidelines because of injury. Frank Onyeka and Michael Forbes missed out in the starting 11. Ben Gibson and Brandon Williams start as Grant Hanley and Ozan Kabak miss out with issues. Pierre-Lise Milou back in. Josh Sargent, the American wasteman, if you ask me. I know Zachary won't like that, but Sargent missed out. No Cantwell. And once again, no Billy Gilmore from the start. What's most important about this game is that Norwich won their first match this season after 11 matches. They did pick up 2 draws, but that was their first win of the season. And to my surprise, Daniel Farke, the German, got sacked. I wasn't expecting this. I thought that they were allowing Daniel Farke to do his thing. And even though, you know, if they go down, they would allow him to, you know, this is the sort of manager that will keep trying. And he has won them 2 championship titles. So it came to a shock, though. You see what I'm saying? Because he has made the club better, you know, than when he first take charge of the club. So that's an important thing. It's not like he came in, the club was doing well, and they appointed him, and then he made the club worse. He actually made them a better club. And that's what I don't understand sometimes with some of these clubs, you know, and the way they sack these managers. But then again, you have to look on the business side of things. If the results are not looking good, it's just not good for the club overall. And if you don't actually look for alternatives, it would be kind of negligent, if you think what I'm saying, if you understand what I'm saying. It's like, if it's basically you're a fireman, right? And you see a house on fire, the house is actually burning down, and you choose to do nothing. You see what I'm saying? You choose to do nothing because you also know a few carpenters and a few masons and a few electricians who's going to help you build a house again. No, you put out that fire, and then maybe you do a little bit of rebuilding and try to actually save the house. You feel me? Instead of letting it burn to the ground. And that's basically what Norwich did there by sacking Daniel Farke. They're yet to name a replacement manager. I've been seeing the Frank Lampard name being thrown around and maybe a few other names in a hat, but let's see who ends up being a manager of Norwich City. And I've also been seeing a little bit of news where Daniel Farke could be considered the next manager for FC Schalke 04 down in Bundesliga 2, who are considering sacking their manager who is not doing as well as they wish. So Farke could be out of a job and into another one, just like most managers. You see what I mean? And it could be Frank Lampard in charge of Norwich City next. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? Let's see. Let us see. So, look, 6 minutes. Matthias Norman. Look, even though Norwich has not been that good this season, and I think a lot of their players are pretty much, mediocre and average. Matthias Norman, I think he's from Norway. He's been pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go around and use words like great and good and world class and legend and all these things. You know what I mean? Some people get too carried away with these words. But Norman was good, and he scored a really good individual goal in the 6th minute to give Norwich a really good start to this game. Well-deserved start. And after, low morale at the club, they've been, lacking imagination, and it's just good to get some inspiration from a guy like Norman with that brilliant goal. 14th minute, big save by Tim Krul at close range. Shot from Norgard. Brentford they were fighting back. They were definitely fighting back, and Tim Krul, definitely one of the heroes for Norwich on the day. 28th minute, Timo Pukki fouled in the box. Penalty given. The Finland international stepped up, put it in the back of the net to make it 2-0. One thing with Timo Pukki, you give him a penalty, more than likely will dispatch it. 2-0 at halftime for Norwich, which was, a surprising start to me. When I was actually what game, I can't remember what game I was looking, but I was seeing the other scores, and when I saw that Norwich were 2-0 up, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. I did predict Norwich to lose the game, but they came out and win it. 49th minute, Brian Mbeumo scored, but he was flagged offside after a great breakaway run by the Frenchman. And after he's been out of the team, it would have been nice for him to score, but offside was called. 56, another brilliant close range save by Tim Krul. Norgard with the shot again. And you think that you might say the scorer should have put the ball in the back of the net, but guys, if you go back and you watch a replay or the highlights for this game, I'm telling you, Krul was absolutely on fire in this one. So, look, 60th minute, Rico Henry pulled one back for Brentford. Was a brilliant cross into the box by Saman Ghoddos, the Iranian international, who has been having some good cameos off the bench and may actually be pushing for a starting berth. Remember, he scored a brilliant, spectacular goal and nevertheless a consolation goal in one of their previous defeats. And he put in a really good ball that went over everybody, and Henry at the far post to tap in to take the game into a tense finish. The game ended 2-1, and the way the Norwich City players celebrated. Matthias Norman celebrated like he had just won the damn World Cup. Daniel Farke, as you guys could see pictured here, he just had this smile on his face. This was him all the time. He was just happy. I don't know if he knew that he was going to get the sack, but look, you got to smile when you win, and you got to frown when you lose, pretty much. Pretty much. And he had the right expression on his face after this first win of the season. I think it was more of a relief. So I did run into an article from The Athletic that said Norwich's managerial search down to 2 final candidates by David Austin and Michael Bailey. So it says, let me just give you, it's not actually, it's actually behind, a paywall, of course, the Athletic. And I don't get the candidates for this one, but I've seen something that says Frank Lampard is definitely one of the candidates. So this Athletic article, not a good one to actually refer to, but yeah. So there's an article that says from the Telegraph that says Norwich to hold talks with Frank Lampard as they step up new manager hunt. Norwich has also keen to discuss position with Dean Smith, who is renowned for working within an infrastructure similar to that at Carrow Road. So not going to get too deep into the article because I don't want to be too long-winded tonight, but it could be Frank Lampard or it could be Dean Smith moving from Aston Villa all the way to Norwich City, still in the Premier League. Guys, who do you think they should give the job to? Big up to Johnny Longs. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Who do you guys think they should give the job to? Do you want to see Frank Lampard back in the Premier League and see what he could do? Would you like to see him try with Norwich to keep them up? It could actually be a great test for Frank Lampard, because if he takes charge of the team and somehow goes on a ridiculous run, let's say win 9 out of 15 games. Think about it. 9 out of 15 games. Then we'll be up to match day 26, and Lampard would have already accumulated a further 27 points add to the 5 right now. So they'll have 32 points with basically 12 games left to save their season. That would be fun. That would actually be, that would actually make Frank Lampard, in terms of his managerial career. That would be a memorable one. So Strasbourg Steve is saying Lampard over Dean Smith. Yeah, I think it would be wise to give a fresh manager the chance, because Dean Smith's been going through a bit of a rut. He was going through a rut at Aston Villa. He was sacked too, so that's something. Definitely something, man. But guys, it was really good to get the break. Seriously, I enjoyed that break, man. Miami was really fun. Nice sunshine. Got to go to the beach and, enjoy the salt water and everything. That was fun. That was definitely fun. So, look, big 3 points for Norwich. And in terms of the table, let me just, pull up another page here. Let's just get that going. Should have got that page up already. But for Norwich, they're still at the bottom of the table. They did climb out the bottom of the table for a second, but Newcastle did go on to pick up a point. But Norwich do have 5 points with 1 win and 2 draws, 8 losses. For them, their next test would be against Southampton. Then they play Wolves, Newcastle, and Tottenham. A kind run, including the Tottenham run too, And they will be under new management after the international break. So I'm very, very curious to see who they're going to put in charge. As for Brentford, we got to talk about Brentford. You know what I mean? I don't want to be long-winded, but we have a lot of things to talk about. We got to talk about Brentford. Brentford are in a bit of a problem right now as well. I doubt they would sack Thomas Frank, who brought them up. I doubt they would sack him. I think push come to shove. And if they continue losing and they go down, they allow him to go down and try again. Or I might just be saying that they might just sack his ass. You see what I'm saying? These clubs are brutal. They might just sack him, because think about Brentford not being in the top flight for so many years, and they finally in the top flight, and you have a chance to do something. You might actually have to give the job back to Dean Smith. You see what I'm saying? Brentford may actually have to say, yo, Dean, bro, you know what I mean? Like, we need you again, man. Come through. You see what I'm saying? And they're on 12 points. They've been going through a really bad patch. They have 5 losses this season, but 4 of those 5 losses have come in the last 4 games. So in terms of the relegation watch, Brentford, they're back on relegation watch. I actually put Brentford safe, but before these 4 losses in a row, they're not. Listen, imagine playing 7 games and picking up 12 points as a newly promoted team. Everybody was talking up Brentford, but now 11 games, 12 points, the same 12 points. They got to win some games. I think they're missing the boy Johan Wissa, though. What do you think, Steve? You think they're missing Johan Wissa, right? I think they're missing the Buddhist Johan Wissa, man, because he was a savior off the bench for them in multiple games. So Thomas Frank and Brentford are definitely on relegation watch. Could I say that again? Thomas Frank and Brentford are on relegation watch for their poor form. But because the Dane brought Brentford up, and the fact that Brentford, they have this tie to the Danish players and everything, and Thomas Frank has done a great job, I doubt they would actually sack him. I really doubt. But I won't be surprised if they do sack him and get another Danish manager to continue the project. Because Brentford has been a Scandinavian team, basically. And they got to get back to their winning ways, man. Ivan Toney and Buemo, Janelt, Norgard, Jensen, these guys got to step their game up, or else we could see Brentford going back down to the championship after their first season in the Premier League, first season in the top flight in a long time. So good luck, Brentford. Get your freaking act together. All right? Yeah. Anyways, that was me putting on a little Brentford show there. Guys, we're going to move on. But before we do, for Brentford, their next game will be against Newcastle United. Steve, one of you guys got to win. You see what I mean? A draw would be good for Brentford to stop the bleeding. But for you guys, a draw, that's not good. A draw is not good for Newcastle. Newcastle have drawn 5 games. They pick up 5 points, they draw 5 games. That's not good. That ain't good at all. That ain't good. And with that being said, we're going to move on to the next game we have on the agenda. And that game is the match between Crystal Palace and Wolves. Woo! Yeah, let's talk about that one. Crystal Palace versus Wolves. Don't really have a lot of notes for that one, but Crystal Palace 2, Wolves 0. Wilfried Zaha in the 61st minute, set up by James MacArthur. Conor Gallagher in the 78th minute, brilliant individual goal. I think I predicted a draw for this one, if I'm not mistaken. I did predict Norwich to lose, Brentford to win, and just to double check my prediction for this one, I think I predicted a Palace draw. Yep, I predicted a 2-2 draw, seeing that both teams were in good form. Both teams were in winning form, but it's Patrick Vieira and Crystal Palace that continue their brilliant form after the win against Manchester City. Very embarrassing loss, I should say, for my team, Man City. But I gotta tell you, see, I'm so confused, so discombobulated after the loss. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, Crystal Palace has been absolutely on fire this season, and they go up to 10th with that win. They now have 15 points, unbeaten in the last 5. When you talk about form in the last 5, unbeaten, right? 2-0 against Wolves, 2-0 against City, 1-1 against Palace, 2-2 against Arsenal, and 2-2 against Leicester. Also, that goes further back to 6 games unbeaten with a 1-1 draw against Brighton. And the game against Brighton, it was a last-minute draw for Brighton. So they have been giving up the points from winning positions as well. So it's something that they have worked on in training, and it looks like they are definitely improving game by game. So for this match, Christian Benteke came in for Jordan Ayew, who is now scoreless in his last 39 matches. No changes for Bruno Lage and Wolverhampton Wanderers. And I could understand why these teams did not make a lot of make many changes, because they've been playing well. It's not really good to change up a winning combination here. But both teams have looked good, especially Crystal Palace. And I think it was a very, very, very even game in the first half, with Palace picking up more opportunities, with Edward, a shot saved by Jose Sa in the 58th minute. He was hurt by Gallagher running over his head. And it was, a few half chances here and there for Wolves, but nothing crazy. Nothing really to talk about in the first half. But it was a second half. Palace continued with their chances. And in the 61st minute, Zaha was put in by James McArthur. And it was a really good run. Nobody picked up Zaha. The goal was flagged offside, but on VAR review, it was given a goal. Zaha to pick up his 4th goal of the season. McArthur with his 2nd assist. You got to give it to players like James McArthur, though, because these guys fly under the radar. You don't even, know who. You ask anybody, who the hell is James McArthur? Who does he play for? They can't tell you. You know what I mean? That's the kind of player that fly under the radar there, but does a good job nevertheless. So Zaha being the menace again. Didn't really, wasn't involved in the game much. But, players like Zaha could come alive anytime, and he did score first goal against City. So he's scoring in back-to-back games there. But the player of the season so far for Crystal Palace has to be Conor Gallagher of Chelsea. So he's a Chelsea man. He's a diehard Chelsea fan as well. He's been at Chelsea since he was about 6 years old. And after a few chances there, Edward did get a good shot saved by Sa. Conor Gallagher with a brilliant individual goal put Palace further in the lead, 2-0. Wolves did get another chance, a free kick by Moutinho, well saved by Guaita. Benteke and Zaha did get another opportunity, but they kind of, scuffed up their chances. And Crystal Palace went on to win, and they have remained unbeaten at home this season. Brilliant, brilliant stuff by Vieira and Palace, man. Judging from what Roy Hodgson was doing at the club, from what Frank de Boer did when he got sacked. Listen, Vieira, you're doing a damn good job, bro. You're doing a damn good job. That's 15 points from 11 games. Seems like Palace could actually fight for that Conference League spot this season. But players have been, putting in some good shifts, and they deserve it. They deserve it. So, look, I have to say that the team is actually reflecting the manager, the identity, the DNA of the manager. And I even looked at the makeup of the team as well. There was six black players on Crystal Palace team, with a black manager as well. I just got to put it out there. So that's basically what's going on at Palace right about now. I don't want to make it all racist, but when they say the team, reflects the manager and the DNA and everything, that's epitomizes that. You see what I'm saying? So all the best to Crystal Palace. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. So look, don't want to be too long on this one either. But Wolves, they were actually going through a really good period. And this game would have been a setback for them. They only lost in the last 5 games. But still, it's a good start. They're 8th with 16 points. And I think they just need some more players stepping up. Huang has done well. Raul Jimenez have done well. Trincao needs to add goals to his game. He's keeping Traore out the team. Maybe Bruno Lage need to rethink that one. Bring Adama Traore back. When you really think about it, remember, Trincao is Portuguese. Bruno Lage is Portuguese. So he may prefer a player who understands his language. You see what I'm saying? Who understands his type of style and who could translate it better on the field. Adama Traore has to start for Wolves. I think it's kind of, wrong not to start a player like him with his quality. Bring Trincao off the bench because he's not really putting in the goals. You see what I mean? So, look, not a bad team to lose to right now, Wolves, because this is a team that beat City 2-0 And that's another clean sheet for Guaita again, who was not tested enough in the game. So there could be more things I could talk about. I have to mention one thing before I do move on. That left back, Tyrick Mitchell, man. Watch out for him. Who knows? Just like United signed Aaron Wan-Bissaka, they may look to sign Tyrick Mitchell. You never ever know it, you know what I mean? Man United. But City are looking for a left back. Tyrick Mitchell could be the man. Who knows? This is how you sign good players. They're playing well at these mid-table clubs. You pick them up. You see what I mean? You make them into stars. So let's see where he ends up in the future. Quality fullbacks are very rare these days. And Tyrick Mitchell has been putting in a very, very good shift there for Crystal Palace. So in terms of Palace, their next game, they're 10th right now. They will play Burnley. Very good team to play next. Very good team. And then they play Villa, Leeds. So Palace have some good games coming up. And then they visit Old Trafford as well, where they could continue Man United's woes at the theater of nightmares with a win. You see what I mean? It's possible, quite possible. The probability of winning at Old Trafford is very, very high these days. So all the best to Palace. Wolves, 8th. Their next game will be against West Ham United. Good luck. That's all I got to say with that one. Good luck. Then they play Norwich and Burnley. They have some good games coming up, though. They got some good games coming up. Then they got a tough December where they play Liverpool, Man City, Brighton, Chelsea, Watford, and Arsenal. That's a very, very tough December for Bruno Lage and the Wolverhampton Wanderers. So, guys, with that being said, Conor Gallagher, the king of the match there. He has been on fire. Patrick Vieira, you know what I mean? Congratulating Tyrick Mitchell, the aforementioned player. And you guys can see just a little, run through of the celebrations and everything there, man. Big up to Crystal Palace, man. What a team, man. What a team. You don't expect them to do well, but they revamped the team. They got Anderson, they got Guehi at the back, and they're looking good, man. You see what I'm saying? Look at how they got Jose Sa doing ballerina moves and all. You feel me? So, big up to everybody in the chat right about now. Black Excellence is Nasembi. That's what I'm talking about. You could not have said it better. Oh, I couldn't have said it better. So, Steven said Eddie Howe is whipping our boys into match fitness, though. So, I'm slightly optimistic. Elias Abs, how good is Gallagher? He's good enough to think he's warranted a chance at Chelsea. So, yeah, man. Yeah. So, Steve, bro, chill out, bro. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy, Steve. Take it easy. Anyways, we're going to move on to the next game. Definitely going to move on to the next game. And that game is the match between Southampton and Aston Villa. So that was a Friday match. Southampton won the game a goal to nil. So Nathan Redmond was out for Southampton. He got COVID, you know what I mean? So that's still going around. Stuart Armstrong came in after being on the fringes early on in the season. Tyrone Mings and Axa Zabi back in the defense, replacing Courtney Howes and suspended Ezri Konza. Dean Smith switching things up at the back without any success. And the loss against Southampton resulted in the sacking of Aston Villa manager Dean Smith and also the dismissal of his assistant Craig Shakespeare. So, look, we talk about the whole Dean Smith situation. Let me just run through the few notes I have. The goal came in the 3rd minute, a loopy ball from Ward-Prowse after a 50-50 clash there with the Aston Villa player that resulted in the ball looping up in the air. Matt Cash, the new Poland international, recently called up. He wasn't actually, aware of, surroundings, did not deal with the ball properly, and up step Adam Armstrong to banging in the back of the net. I think that's his 2nd goal this season after scoring on opening day. And he's been bright, no doubt. He's been bright, but has just been playing without any luck. But he's been a good replacement for Danny Ings, in my opinion. They even have a similar appearance, in my opinion. But that was a bullet of a shot with his left foot to give Southampton the lead, which ended up being the only goal of the game. So Buendia had a shot in the 7th minute that was saved by McCarthy. El Ghazi with a foul on Livramento. He was already on a yellow card and should have got sent off, but wasn't. And not much more to talk about in this match. Villa tried hard, made some positive substitutions, taking off Nakamba, bringing on Jacob Ramsey, Cameron Archer, and Keenan Davis, all in the second half, and to no avail. Emi Buendia got to step up. He did score one goal early on in the season, but he got to step up for Villa. El Ghazi has gone cold. Leon Bailey has gone cold. You know what I'm saying? Ollie Watkins has gone cold this season. Danny Ings is out with a problem. I think complications from catching the coronavirus, if I'm not mistaken. The bench is looking kind of light. I'm telling you, they've just been all over the place. And this is just not this season with Aston Villa, guys. This is just not this season. Remember last season when Jack Grealish picked up that injury and Aston Villa went on a run of losing games. Just terrible, terrible run, man. After brilliance, they started well last season where they were up in the top 6 for some time. And we were saying Villa could do well. They end up placing 11th. Villa end up losing 15 games last season, guys. 15. And this is from an improved 2019-20 season when they were struggling and they only survived on the final day. Only survived through luck because Hawkeye wasn't, the goal line technology done by Hawkeye failed, and they were just lucky that season. And Dean Smith was, the man behind all of that. He brought them up. He helped the club. He left the club in a better state than when he came in, which is a good thing. But something had to be done. Many of those 15 losses came in 2021. They have been horrible. Them and Southampton have lost the most games in 2021 out of all the Premier League clubs right now. So it was a game where two struggling clubs met each other. Southampton, the more improved of the two teams, and Villa needed a response. 5 losses on the trot. Dean Smith, worst run throughout his managerial career, which resulted in him getting a well-deserved sack. Well-deserved sack because they didn't start the season out too bad at all. And they spent a lot of money during the summer. They have been spending a lot of money. And when you put your money into something and you see it's burning to the freaking floor, you have to make a change. You got to make a change. And as much as we want to be sentimental and we want to feel sorry for these managers, you just can't. That's not the way to go. It's a business. It is a business. You see what I mean? It is a business. Hot Chili is asking me, when are you making CONCACAF predictions? Planning to do those tomorrow. I want to wake up tomorrow morning and I want to, do my regular format. And I want to just get it out, just to put one out. I should have put one out already, but I was on vacation. You see what I mean? But I'll get one out. I'll just get one out. Get one out with my thoughts, briefly. See what I'm saying? And I got to get back to World Cup qualifiers daily and things like that. But it's, I'm taking some time to figure things out. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I will be doing a few watch-alongs as well this international break, so I'm really figuring things out. Thank you very much for asking there, Hot Chili. Appreciate it. So, look, Dean Smith does deserve to get the sack after that run. Tino Livramento, man of the match there. Hassan Hutel, a happy man. And Aston Villa, they're in a lot of trouble right now. But Southampton, in their last 4, have picked up 3 wins and a draw. Absolutely brilliant run they've been on. Picking up, just picking up some form, well-needed form. That's basically 10 points. Before those 4 matches, Southampton had 4 points with 4 draws. Ridiculous. 4 draws and 4 L's. And 3 L's, pardon me. They were one of the teams who did not pick up a win yet for the season, and now they have 3. Amazing stuff by Ralph Hasenhüttl, who is a quality manager. And look, I did run into an article here on Twitter. And it's from it's like an excerpt from the Times. And it says, Aston Villa's 4-man managerial shortlist are Steven Gerrard, Ralph Hasenhüttl, Roberto Martinez, and Kasper Hjulmand. If that's the case, it means that it's Steven Gerrard who's going to be the manager of Aston Villa. Steven Gerrard. So we could get rid of this right now, and we could do something. We could do something a bit fun before we do move on. Aston Villa needs a new manager, and the former Liverpool man, Liverpool legend, Steven Gerrard, is linked to the job. 41 years old, Rangers FC manager over in the Scottish Premiership, appointed June 1st, 2018. He got a contract until 2024, which means if Aston Villa wants him, Rangers would have to be compensated. And since in charge of Rangers, he has won the Scottish Premiership once. So pretty good stuff. Remember, Brendan Rodgers did come over from that league to manage Leicester City after, getting sacked by Liverpool. And not Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard. You know what? It would be nice to see Steven Gerrard at Aston Villa and Frank Lampard over at, Norwich. Patrick Vieira at Crystal Palace. Mikel Arteta at Arsenal. All at the same time. That's pretty brilliant, right? It's pretty brilliant. Players who recently ended their careers. So that would be nice to see. That would be absolutely lovely to see. So, look, what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a quick look at Steven Gerrard's time at Rangers, his managerial career. Stats. All stats. Managerial career. Let's take a look at that one right there. So, look, for 2021, that's all his stats right there. I don't want to do it like that, though. I don't want to go like that. I want to do it like that. Stats for national leagues, managerial career, personal record, stats, national leagues. Let me see. All right, so Scottish Premiership, he's managed 107 games. He's won 76, drawn 21, and lost 10, which is pretty amazing. So imagine only losing 10 games since 2018 as a Rangers fan. The man has done a ridiculous job at the helm over there. So, look, if you go and you check the domestic cups, in terms of the domestic cups, he's lost 6. He's won 8, won 6 there, and drawn 2. So not a bad cup record as well. He did manage a Liverpool under 18 team. So just note that was his previous job before he went to Rangers. And you check his record in the Europa League, which is pretty decent as well. He's managed 30 Europa League games. He's won 12, drawn 10, and lost 8, which is very, very good in my opinion. Europa League qualifying. Rangers. Look at this. This is absolutely amazing. This can't be real. This cannot be real. He's managed 21 games in Europa League qualifiers already? Nah, that's unreal though. That's unreal. Every season they have to qualify from the 3rd round onwards, it seems. This is unreal though. He has done a really good job. He has done a really good job at Rangers. And I think he's qualified for the Europa League every time he went through qualifiers with Rangers. Wow. And he's got them to the last 16 as well. Wow. Could I say wow again? Oh, man. So, look, got to give it to Steven G. I think he'll make a good manager. Definitely think he'll make a good manager for Aston Villa. And they should give him a shot. You see what I'm saying? Give the boy a shot, man. See what I mean? Give him a shot. Premier League with all legends. Legendary players and legendary managers in the making. So, what do you guys think of the Steven Gerrard potential appointment to Aston Villa? Okay, we got, let me see. We got Steve saying Gerrard to Aston Villa is a possibility. Rangers are my favorite Scottish side. Been a fan for quite a while. Gerrard has had some incredible results in Europe with Rangers, and he has completely turned the Rangers, both domestic, turned them around. Yes, they have. They have turned them around big time. Yeah, he has always delivered to get us into Europe at Rangers. All right. Steve, don't forget, bro. Newcastle, bro. Newcastle. Those other teams, forget about these other teams, bro. Newcastle, bro. You're a Newcastle man now. Those other teams, you just have affection for that team. You know what I'm saying? Newcastle, bro. All right? Newcastle. So Devontae Caprice is saying, not a bad call, which is a possibility. So, yeah, man. So, it's pretty much Steven Gerrard in the running for this one because I see Casper Hulman name in there. That's ridiculous if you ask me. He's not going to leave the Danish national team. Roberto Martinez is not going to leave Belgium. And Hassan Hutel is not going to leave Southampton. You see what I mean? Definitely not. Definitely not. So, look, we're going to keep things moving. And in terms of Aston Villa, they're 16th right now with 10 points. Their next game will be against Brighton. Then they play Palace and Man City on December 1st. So pretty rough games to play. Pretty rough. Leicester, Liverpool. Their next 5 games are like, let me see. Yeah, their next 5 games are pretty tough if you ask me. Every Premier League game is tough, but you know what I mean? The team that I just called out, you don't want to be playing them when you're in trouble though. Your hole is going to be digged a lot deeper. For Southampton, their next match is against Norwich, which is a good team for them to play. And then they have Liverpool, Leicester, Brighton, Arsenal, a tougher run where let's see if they could actually come through that run with a few points on the board as well. So good luck to both teams, and we are definitely going to move on to the 4th game of today's roundup. Brighton versus Newcastle United. This game is actually a funny game, you know. This is a funny game because Newcastle were actually on their way to pick up their first win this season. But yeah, Brighton, man. They just won't let go of the points, man. 1 point apiece for both teams, and not a good result for Newcastle, but a great one for Brighton and Hove Albion. Great one for Graham Potter and his boys. They have started the season really well. So Brighton at home at the Amex. Tariq Lamptey started for the first time since last December, I think, when he picked up his horrible injury. And it was a 10th consecutive start for Adam Triple L Lallana himself, which is brilliant for a player like him because, you know, his injury problems and everything. Neil Maupay on the bench once again. It seems like things are working out for the better with Neil Maupay on the bench. Jacob Murphy replaced Javier Manquillo, while Sean Longstaff is out and Almiron came back in. Shelby also came back into the fray. So, look, for this game, just some notes. 21st minute, Trossard, he got fouled in the box. I think he got touched, but he kind of went down a bit too easy. VAR got involved after the referee didn't give the initial call, and it got overturned. Penalty for Brighton. And up stepped the Belgian magician, Trossard, to put it in the back of the net. 24 minutes, scoring in back-to-back games after picking up that goal against Liverpool. So 1-0 at halftime for Brighton and Hove Albion. And Newcastle did bag one in the 66th minute. Brilliant ball in the box by Kieran Clark. Headed down. Well, actually, a great ball in the box. I don't know who put the ball in the box, but Kieran Clark was the one who headed it down to Isaac Hayden, who volleyed it into the back of the net. Brilliant finish. Sanchez, no clue how to keep that out. And then, Newcastle got into a brilliant counter in the 89th minute. Callum Wilson played in, and goalkeeper, Spanish international goalkeeper for Brighton and Hove Albion, Robert Sanchez, ran out, went in for the tackle. Callum Wilson went around him, and Mr. Sanchez tripped him, stuck out the right leg, and tripped him where Callum Wilson's right leg hit his left. Wilson fell over, and initially the ref did not give anything because the ref thought that Wilson went over too easily. And when on VAR review, Robert Sanchez was given his marching orders and for a clear denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity. And Lewis Dunk, the captain, had to step in goal, the tallest man on the field. I think one of the tallest players in the Premier League as well, stepped in, had to put on the gloves, put the goalkeeper jersey over his jersey, and he kept goal for about 2 minutes in the extra time period there. And they had to play with 9 outfield players for the remainder of the game because they had used up all this substitute. But look, it was funny to see, and Newcastle wasn't able to pounce on that opportunity of having the boy Lewis Dunk in goal. You don't see this very, very often because usually when a goalkeeper gets sent off, another goalkeeper would come on as a sub. But there weren't any subs. It was an extra time. But I have to say this, that Robert Sanchez, bro, Pep Guardiola will be proud of you, bro. I'm telling you, that tactical foul was absolutely genius because that actually stopped Newcastle from picking up all 3 points and give Brighton a point. A point could come in very handy at the end of the season where Brighton could need a point to get into Europe, whether it's a Conference League or whether it's the Europa League, or even the Champions League. Who knows? That's a big point, man. That's a big point. But the thing is, for the next game, they would have to struggle. Who's their backup goalkeeper, you may ask? Listen, Robert Sanchez has been in goal for so long after taking over from Matt Ryan. I don't even know who their backup goalkeeper is. So, Jason Steele, okay. Jason Steele, backup goalkeeper. Don't really know him too much. Haven't seen him much. Maybe in some cup games he's taken part. No wonder Brighton's not in a cup no more. Like yeah. Good luck in the next game with Steele. Is he going to be the man of steel? Or is he going to be, like sponge? Permeable. Letting everything pass through. Anyways, man. Look, hard luck to Newcastle, bro. Steve, I know you smell the victory, but even after a good performance here against Brighton, still without a win. The only team in the Premier League without a win. Even Norwich have picked up a win. And in terms of Newcastle, there's been big news. Big news for Newcastle where Eddie Howe, the former Bournemouth. Brighton. Former Bournemouth manager have taken charge. He has been appointed. And let's see what he's made of. Let's see if he could actually do a better job than the previous manager, Steve Bruce. Let's see if he does not make those Solanke and those Jordan Ibe signings. I had to take my time, you know what I mean? But, he's made some suspect signings while at Bournemouth, but nevertheless, I think he was being more positive. He was being very, very positive, but it just didn't work out, though. Just didn't work out. And Eddie Howe has been appointed the new manager of Newcastle United. So All the best to Eddie Howe, man. Steve, how do you think he would actually do? We did talk about that before the appointment, and he actually won the race for the job, and let's see what he'll do, man. Let's see what he'll do. So I had an article for when he got nominated, for when he got appointed, pardon me, and I can't find my article right about now. But yeah, that is definitely official. That is definitely official. Let me just check something here really quick. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. All right. So let me just find this thing really quick here for the Newcastle United. All right. So Fabrizio Romano, November 8th. Today's the 9th. Official and confirmed, Eddie Howe has been appointed as the Newcastle United manager. Contract until June 2024, which means that runs over the next 3 years, and backroom staff issues resolved today. So Eddie Howe, former Bournemouth man, cult hero at Bournemouth, new manager of Newcastle United, where he is the man to take them into the new era, new money, new potential, and he's given the task of, kicking things off. Let's see how he does. And I think it's an ideal appointment where he could be like a buffer. I don't want to use you as a buffer, but you're going to be the buffer between, Newcastle potentially staying up and trying again next season, where if Eddie Howe struggles, then you could bring in your marquee managerial signing where there might be a few managers available, with a few sackings and things like that. So all the best to Eddie Howe. Let's see how he improved things over at Newcastle United. So Newcastle 19th with that draw, 2 draws in their last 3 games. Not bad at all. Not bad. They do have 5 draws, 6 L's this season. All they got to start doing is winning games. All they got to start doing is picking up those 3 points. Easier said than done, but it is possible. The next game will be against a struggling Brentford. Then they play Arsenal, and then they meet Norwich, Burnley, Leicester. There's some winnable games in there. Get to it. Definitely get to it. So for Brighton, the impressive Brighton, they're 7th with 17 points. They, however, are going back to their old ways, though, where they have picked up 4 out of 5 draws this season in their last 5 matches. This is poor. And Brighton, impressive as I mentioned this season. You can't be drawing so many games like last year. They were the draw kings of the league last year. And, they did good. They did good. Survived, which is a big achievement for a team like Brighton. But they got to aim higher. And they got to start getting back to their winning ways once again. I do still think they're short an attacking player. They're still short an attacking player. You see Trossard there. Mupé's on the bench. Welbeck's been out injured. I think in the January window, they should actually go in for an attacker. Trossard, who knows what could happen to him? He might get injured. But I'll go in for an attacker, man. You know what I mean? Are Brighton going to spend 80 million large on Dusan Vlahovic? I don't think so. Are they going to go in for a player like maybe a Luka Jovic on loan? I don't think they should. Jovic is very lazy. Where they going to get a bright striker from? Maybe the French league. You see what I'm saying? Maybe the French league. They go over there and get somebody who's going to, put the ball in the back of the net for them. But that's just my recommendation, man. They do need another striker. Look, for Newcastle, though, just before I move on, Joe Willock, man. How good was he last season on loan from Arsenal? 9 matches this season, 9 or 10 games, have not scored in the Premier League. So he got to step his game up. Big time. But Brighton, very progressive team. Got some need players. The key for them would be to hold on to these players going forward and recruit new ones. Key for Newcastle is get rid of the deadwood and start spending that Saudi Arabian money. What are you guys saying in the chat right about now, man? We got A-Bob in here. Oh my God. Big up to the girl A-Bob, man. Oh man, how are you feeling? Nice to see you in here. Dom, every manager has made suspect signings. Let's be real. Steve says Dubravka needs to start. Definitely, that might be a change that's needed. Ole out. Steve says Asian sensational. Alan Saint-Maximin was supposed to be the best player apart from Callum Wilson. Can't believe Almiron and Frazier don't step up. Willock too. Good point, Steve. Good point. Very good point, man. Very good point. Very, very good point. So, what else we got here in terms of comments, man? Dubravka would be a good inclusion. You know what I mean? The Slovakian haven't been playing lately. Injured. And we got Paloma saying, I saw images of Granada. It's so beautiful. Oh, Grenada. Spice Island. We got Junior Jack. Javi is back. Yeah, Javi. Legend, man. Legend is back. We got, who else we got here? Big up to the boy Steve, man. Appreciate, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love and support for the channel. $10 super chat. Keep in mind when Eddie Howe was at Bournemouth, he signed Ryan Frazier, Danny Ings, Callum Wilson, Matt Ritchie, and Aaron Ramsdale for a combined £6 million. Every manager has made bad signings. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right, man. You're right. You're right. But that's when you get a little bit too ambitious. That's when you get a little bit too ambitious and you get a bigger purse. The owners get a little generous and you convince them that Solanke is the next big thing. He's scoring goals in the championship, but where's Jordan Ibe? I think Jordan Ibe is without a club these days, which is sad. But that point that you made there with Ryan Frazier, he had a breakout season where he could have gone to Arsenal for about 25 mil, if I'm not mistaken. Danny Ings, you know what I mean? He's been brilliant. We know how good he's been. Callum Wilson, you know, he was Bournemouth, one of Bournemouth's best player. Matt Ritchie, don't know what, you know, can't remember how well he played at Bournemouth, but I know he got a good left foot on him. Ramsdale, we know how good he is for Arsenal these days. So, yeah, man. Eddie Howe has potential, you know. I respect Eddie Howe, but look, he just needed a change of scenery after, you know, being at Bournemouth for so long, and he had taken the club pretty much as far as he could take the club. It's just as guys, you can't go that far, you know what I mean? You could only go a certain distance with things, and then it reaches its plateau, and then, you know, you got to look for, you know, different ways to take the club higher. And let's see if Bournemouth could get promoted and get back to the Premier League again. So big up to A-Bob, Ozzy, $2. Ole out, man. Nah, we want Ole in. We want Ole in. Just wanna put it out there. So we're gonna move on though. We're gonna move on. We got a lot of games to talk about. But remember, guys, this is necessary and we have to get it done. Big game. Big one. Chelsea won. Burnley won. What a game. If you've listen, it's one of the most one-sided games. One of the most one-sided games you could ever see that ends up in a draw. It's this game. This game. Before we get into this though, guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. We'll definitely appreciate that. We do have 30 thumbs up, which is absolutely brilliant. Love the side of that. You know, not the biggest stream tonight, but still love it. And yeah, Palomo, this is not a Spain jersey. This is a Ghanaian, what do you call this? Training sweater. This is absolutely brilliant. It's from Puma. But yeah. No, you didn't song snobby. I didn't take it as anyway, bro. Come on, bro. I'm sorry, Dom. Didn't mean to sound snobby or rude. I was just no, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't. I didn't take it anyhow. No offense, bro. No offense. You know, we cool, bro. We cool. Once we cool, we cool. We cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not mad. Not mad at all. Not mad at all. But yeah, going back to the game there. I lost my train of thought, I lost my train of thought, what I was saying. I was talking about the Chelsea game, but I had went off and say some other thing else. But it's Palomo distracting me with that comment. But Palomo, this is what I'm wearing right now. I'm decked out in all Puma or Puma, whatever people want to say. And this is Ghana, as you guys could see. Ghana Football Association. I'm just so hyped to put it on. I should have waited until I started World Cup qualifiers daily, but I was just excited to get it on. I also have a similar Morocco warm-up. What the hell do you call these though? What the hell you call these again? I call it like a sweater, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the Caribbean. I call things different names. But sweatshirt, whatever, jacket, polo, jacket. It's a jacket. It's a windbreaker kind of thing, whatever it is. Training jacket. Training jacket. Yeah, Steve. That's what I'm looking for. So it's Ghana International team, Football Association there. You feel me? It's hard as a mofo, right? It's hard. I'm telling you, bright and nice. When I saw it, man, you know when you in these outlet stores, I love these outlet stores. I look for the football stuff, right? I went in the back. There was a clearance rack. It had this. It had the Moroccan one. It had one from the Ivory Coast, but that was kind of ugly, though. It was orange and white. I was like, nah. And it had a few more. Can't remember. But it had a whole football store in the Miami Mall as well. But the jerseys look kind of fake to me, though. They might be real, but they just look. I was like, nah, this is too good to be true. And they were all brand new jerseys too. So I was like, $90 a piece. Get the out of here. I like to buy jerseys from the outlet stores because you get them at half price. So pretty much. So let's get back to this Chelsea game though. Laughable result if you ask me. I wish I had a Chelsea fan right now to discuss this result. You know what I mean? But we ain't got no Chelsea fans in here. Where's my boy Ankit? Ankit, where you at, man? I was actually going to get a Chelsea fan to come on and talk this game, but it slipped me, and I was like, I don't want to do the last-minute invite and things like that, so I just let it go. Man. Just let it go. So let me get the Chelsea game where I made the notes for the Chelsea game, and then we're going to get into this match, man. Where is it? Where's that? All right, right. Where the hell is that, man? Where the hell is that? Guys, I watched a few of these games, but I had to watch the replay and take notes, and I was doing this on the way here, on the plane, and it was just, dedication. So Chelsea versus Burnley, we had Ross Barkley coming in for Hakim Ziyech, no Lukaku or Timo Werner. Burnley remained unchanged. 4th minute, Chelsea with a chance. Hudson-Odoi, a shot, brilliant save by Nick Pope. Ross Barkley with a wonderful ball in. Callum Hudson-Odoi with a cross to Christensen. He headed wide. A brilliant opportunity for Christensen to score his first ever Premier League goal, but put the ball wide and big opportunity missed. 9th minute, Jorginho, header well saved by Nick Pope. 4 big chances in the first 10 minutes for Chelsea. Nick Pope came in their way and a few chances squandered there. 29th minute, Reece James across, deflected, and Pope with another brilliant save, man. You know what I mean? Nick Pope was big under there. I know he hasn't really been in form lately, but he showed up under there against Chelsea, man. Chelsea's goal did come in the 33rd minute. Havertz with the goal. Reece James with the assist, but that came after Havertz was pushed over the advertising board by the Burnley player, and he kind of hurt himself. He was over there for some time, but he rebounded with a brilliant goal. Ball in by James between the two defenders. Well headed in by Kai Havertz, man. At that moment, I was like, damn, these guys are not even missing Lukaku. They're not missing Werner. And look at these guys scoring. But they were supposed to be about 4-0 up. So I don't want to hear no Chelsea fans complaining about anything. I don't want them to show me the top of the league table like someone did on Twitter. I don't want none of this. You see what I'm saying? I want when May comes, you show me Chelsea on top of the table with the Premier League title in hand. That is what's most important. That is what's important. I don't want to hear nothing about Thomas Tuchel, and I don't want to hear nothing about Edward Mendy right now. All I want to see is you at the top of the Premier League table. I don't want to hear nothing about no Champions League either. We're not talking Champions League. Talking about the Premier League. Big up to the boy Mona Melimo Casey as well. How are you feeling, man? How are you feeling? Yeah, so Chelsea with a whole bunch of chances finally got the goal in the 33rd minute, and Thomas Tuchel and Sean Dyche was, you know, going on with some things on the sidelines, and Tuchel kind of celebrated in front of Sean Dyche, kind of rubbed it in his face, and you know what I mean? But you know who had the last laugh on the day was Dyche. Life is just a Dyche game, all right? You know, life is like a Dyche game as well. Any way you want to put it. But look, 1-0 to Chelsea at halftime. Thiago Silva with a 50th minute header that hit the post as well. Havertz with a chance from point blank range that was put over. Callum Hudson-Odoi with a shot from inside the box. Well saved by Pope again in the 65th minute. So these are chances galore for Chelsea. But guys, you know Sean Dyche always makes these changes. Let me show you the changes, right? You check the lineup. You see these changes here? You see Chris Wood coming off in the 61st minute, and you see Jay Rodriguez coming on. Matej Vydra in the 70th minute, and you could see Goodmanson off. When you see Vydra and Rodriguez come on, you know that Sean Dyche is chasing goals. And I like that the team has that depth in the forward position. I know those players don't score a lot of goals, but they still have the depth. That was Vydra's first goal in 18 matches, right? 18 Premier League games. So it's very rare, but he still have the guys to his disposal. As I mentioned in previous live streams, he just need to add a few more Maxwell Cornets and then he's good. See what I'm saying? Cornet wasn't at his best in the game, but he still caused the Chelsea defense some trouble. Still give, you know, the Chelsea players some hell, where him and Reece James got into it a little bit and they both picked up yellow cards. But 79th minute, Matej Vydra with the goal set up by Jay Rodriguez. It was a brilliant ball in, first time ball from I think that was a chest down. It was either McNeil or one of them other guys. And that ball was to Westwood. I think it was one of them guys. It was just a nice little sequence. Ball over the top to one Burnley player to Westwood. Westwood's ball over the Chelsea defense. Great run by Jay Rodriguez. Great run by Matej Vydra. Defense sleeping. Rodriguez with the header over the Vydra, who's just, you know, timing his run perfectly. And to tap in past Edward Mendy. And I think I tweeted out something that says, told Edward Mendy to stop that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's stopping everything, but he couldn't save that one. And that was the goal that earned Burnley a very unlikely point at Stamford Bridge. And it would be seen as 2 points dropped for Chelsea, where if they had won this game, they would have gotten a bigger cushion on top of the table than what they have right now. They could have had a 5-point lead ahead of City. They now have a 3-point lead, which is a very, very fragile lead. You see what I'm saying? Very, very fragile, man. You know what I mean? And I think Chelsea missed a trick here by not putting away their numerous and their multiple opportunities. If we check the stats here, Chelsea dominated possession with 69% of the ball. They had 25 freaking shots at goal compared to Burnley's 5. And they had more touches of the ball, more passes. They were just better. They were just better on the day. But couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. And I think that's some poetic justice for Thomas Tuchel needed to chill his ass. You need to chill, bro. You got to chill. You see what I'm saying? A little bit of classless stuff on the sidelines there by Tuchel. You got to chill. You got to chill, man. That's just how I feel about it. You got to chill. Sean Dyche been around for a very long time. And as I said, he's going to get the last laugh. He was still classy in the end. He shook Thomas Tuchel's hand and he walked away with a point. And that was good stuff for Burnley. I know Burnley's still struggling, but still, that's a good point. Burnley are 18th right now. But in the last 4 games, they have only 1 loss with 3 draws and a win. Before that, they had no wins. They had 2 draws and 4 losses. So 8 points right now. Watford with 10, Aston Villa with 10, Leeds with 11, Brentford with 12. You only need a win and a draw and another win and a draw, and then who knows, Burnley are back up to 14th place. You see what I mean? And that's what we know about Sean Dyche and Burnley. They know how to grind out results and they know how to get themselves out of a difficult situation. As for Chelsea, even though they are still on top of the table, guys, points dropped. That's points dropped. That's only their 3rd game they have dropped points in this season, where they dropped points against Liverpool, Burnley, and Manchester City, inflicting the only loss on the Blues this season. They stay on top with 26 points, and that's 3 points ahead of 2nd place City, 3 points ahead of 3rd place West Ham, 4 points ahead of 4th place Liverpool. So, look, not much more to actually put here, but I know that Chelsea fans are actually rattled by this one. Gotta keep it real. The Chelsea fans seem to get rattled very easily. Just want to put it out there, man. Just want to put it out there. It's like they feel like they should never lose a game and the team is just invincible. You're not invincible. You're not invincible. You're going to lose games. You're going to lose games. It's just a matter of how many. Pretty much. But the hero of the day for me, Nick Pope, got to be the man of the match for me. I see Reece James was given the king of the match here. But Reece James was really good on the day as well, though. See Mason Mount here. Didn't start the game. And what's been going on with Mason Mount? He's not been the same this season, though. Not been the same at all. What's going on with Mason Mount? Don't know. Let's see. Let's see if we get better as the season progresses. But Thomas Tuchel, bro, you're going to learn. You're going to learn. You're going to learn. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. I don't want to get too deep into it, but you can see the Burnley players celebrating here. Don't want to get deeper in it, but Cornet, bro, you have been a revelation at the club. The other guys like freaking Brownhill need to step up. They got to step up, man. Dwight McNeil got to step up. Lowton, Charlie Taylor, these guys have been stepping up this season. Nick Pope stepping up. Ben Mee, Tarkowski. Look. Westwood. We need Brownhill. Brownhill got to step up. McNeil got to step up, and this Burnley team could be a very, very, very exciting team, along with a few new additions, maybe next summer. Or who knows, in January. Bring in somebody in January. Spice it up, man. Spice it up. Like your girl, A-Bob in the house. How you feeling? So, look, Chelsea drop points. You know, we rival fans are always happy to see these things happen. Always happy to see Chelsea drop points. So, think they're going to win the title? Think again. So, look. Yeah, I don't want the Man City fan to come out too much, though. Not yet. I got to review these matches, you know. Got to be very unbiased doing it as well. So, for Burnley, they're 18th, and their next game will be against Crystal Palace. Then they have Tottenham, Wolves, Newcastle. For Chelsea, the next match will be against Leicester, which is going to be very tough after the international break. They got Juventus in the Champions League. Manchester United, who I'm so looking forward to see this game, man. November 28th, 11 a.m. Looking forward to that game. Let's see if Chelsea are going to beat United at Old Trafford. Let's see. Let us see. They better. City did it. Liverpool did it. They better do it. But I doubt Ole will get the sack, though. Doubt. So with that being said, guys, we got more games to go through, and we're going to move on to the next match. Of course, we're getting into the bigger ones, and the next match will be between Arsenal and Watford. Arsenal picked up a 1-0 win against the Hornets. I think I did predict a win for Arsenal as well. I did predict a win for Chelsea. It didn't work out to a win. But, yeah, it is what it is, man. I predicted a 3-1 win for Arsenal. They won a 0-0. A win is a win, right? A win is a win. And king of the match, as you see here, Emil Smith-Rowe, scoring pretty much an identical goal as he did in his previous match. Like, this guy Smith-Rowe has been, stepping up to the mantle, and he's just been really performing at high levels for Arsenal, man. And that has earned Emil Smith-Rowe a call-up to the England national team. So I want to take the time to congratulate Mr. Emil Smith-Rowe, young Arsenal talent there. Let's just get the Smith-Rowe. Let's get Smith-Rowe up on the screen now. Let's go. Where the boy Smith-Rowe at? Midfield. Smith-Rowe, number 10, Emil Smith-Rowe. 21 years old, and earned his first call-up. He will play. England play some weak teams, man, during the international break. I think they play not Gibraltar. Maybe they play San Marino, I think. Yeah, he's going to get a game. Liechtenstein, one of them teams. I can't remember, man. But, yeah, big up to the boy Thriller. Where's my boy Thriller? Not in here right now, but big up to the boy Thriller. He must be happy. Big up to Princey TV in the house as well. Big up to everybody who joined the thing. Make sure you guys smash up the thumbs up button. Let's see if we get the stream up to 50 thumbs up for the effort tonight. You know what I mean? Big up to the boy AD744 who's buzzing after the Xavi Hernandez appointment as Barcelona manager. I know you're happy. You don't have to show it too much, but I know you're happy. Know you're happy. Princey TV saying City. Listen, bro. Just be, just have some context. This is not the Champions League we're talking about. You don't have to be petty about it. Don't have to be petty, bro. You feel me? England play Albania on Friday. All right. You don't got to be petty. You don't got to come in here telling me about the Champions League win or whatnot. It's like you talking about a win from 10 years ago or something. It's similar. It's similar to that. Like, come on. Just move on with it. Move on with it and show me the trophy in May. Show me the trophy in May. Show me a trophy in May. And then we can talk. Stop talking about the Champions League already. Stop it. Anyways, Emil Smith-Rowe, man. Emil Smith-Rowe, brilliant player for Arsenal and has been performing at high levels, optimum levels this season. He was tempted to leave, teams were trying to lure him away from the Emirates, but he decided to stay. That's a hallmark of a future legend as well. He looks like, he has Arsenal in his DNA, and he might stick around for a very, very, very long time. I like to take the time to say big. That didn't come out properly. That did not come out properly. Okay. I like to take the time to big up everybody watching the replay right now. Thank you very much. You guys are the real deal. All right. So for Arsenal versus Watford, Nicholas Nkulu started in place of William Choost Ekong. That was the only notable change that I, make note of. Not going to get too deep into all the changes. And, just have a few notes to go through here. One goal in the game, as you know, Emil Smith-Rowe scoring a very scrappy goal. But Saka did score in the 7th minute after some poor defending by Watford, but it was offside because Saka was behind the goalkeeper when he got the ball. Even though there was a defender behind Saka, has to be behind a player with the goalkeeper behind him. So yeah, that was chalked off. 33rd minute, Arsenal got a penalty. Danny Rose elbow on Lacazette. That was some sloppy stuff. Danny Rose has been horrible for Watford. I just want to put it out there. He has been awful. Aubameyang stepped up and got his second consecutive penalties saved. I don't want to use the word successive, because he wasn't successful at it. So I don't want to use the word success in it. So Aubameyang got to learn to take pens, bro. Could have cost Arsenal the game here. So after, brilliant start by Arsenal, they were rewarded with the penalty. Aubameyang missed the penalty. UI Kushka, he got a shot blocked by Ben White. That was probably going to end up in the back of the net, but good work by Ben White there. 43rd minute, Gabriel had a brilliant header saved by Foster from a corner. So, second half, after the first half ended 0-0, Smith Rowe scored similar to the last goal. Foul in the build-up. VAR okays the goal. Good work by Ben White. And the goal stood 1-0 for Arsenal. Claudio Ranieri pissed off at the referee not giving the decision for the foul in the build-up. And Arsenal scored, and that turned out to be the game's only goal. Odegaard in the 73rd minute came off the bench, did get a shot that was put in by Aubameyang, and if he had left the ball, it would have counted, but that was deemed to be offside. 89th minute, Juraj Kruška got sent off for foul on Nuno Tavares, and that was a second yellow for Kushka. They had to play the remaining game with 10 men, 9 outfield players, of course. And 92nd minute, Albert Sambi-Lukanga with a brilliant shot. His second long-range shot in the match was well saved by the goalkeeper, Foster, as well, who kept Watford in the game to the very, very end. So good try for Watford, but as I mentioned, when Ranieri was put in charge, I think they're still going to struggle. You know what I mean? They're going to struggle, and after a good start, I don't think they should have sacked Xisco Munoz. It was a dumb sacking, if you ask me. And I think Ranieri is going to come in, and he's going to have some of the same problems. And he might get his ass sacked too. Don't be surprised if Claudio Ranieri gets sacked by Watford. Big up to the boy Takahiro Tomiyasu as well, who's been absolutely amazing since signing from Bologna to Arsenal. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff, man. Gotta give it to the boy Tomiyasu, who will be on international duty with the Japanese team. Let's see if Japan gets over their terrible start and start picking up some big points. Listen, this boy Smith Rowe is a talent, man. Look at the muscles in his legs. God damn. 21 years old, bro. You're going to be a star. You know what I mean? Who knows? He'll be linked to Man United in the future. So, good stuff there by Arsenal. Mikel Arteta. I think that's 10 games in all competition that Arsenal have gone unbeaten. This is absolutely brilliant. This is some brilliant stuff by Mikel Arteta and Arsenal. The last time Arsenal lost a game was probably August 28th. August 28th against Man City, 5-0. They beat Norwich 1-0, beat Burnley 1-0, beat Wimbledon 3-0 in the Cup, beat Tottenham 3-1, spanked them 0-0 against Brighton, 2-2 against Palace, 3-1 against Aston Villa, 2-0 against Leeds in the Cup, 2-0 against Leicester, and a 1-0 against Norwich. Watford. I don't know why I said Norwich. Saw the yellow. 1-0 against Watford, and it's a brilliant run after we all thought that Arsenal might get relegated, and they had no goals in August to give their goal of the month. Arsenal, they were just memed throughout the entire August, but they bounced back brilliantly, man. Got to give it to them. Really, really got to give it to them. Sky's the limit now. And Arsenal are in 5th position in a Europa League spot with 20 points. Only 6 points off the top spot. Listen, Arsenal are gunning. They're gunning. And they're going to look to actually get themselves a Champions League place. They're going to look to fight for a Champions League place this season. And that would be awesome if they could fight. I don't know if they're going to get it. But if they fight, they may miss out on Champions League, but they'll get Europa League, which is a start. Definitely a start. So, big up to the boys at Arsenal. They've been playing well. Lacazette and Aubameyang has, picked form a bit. Saka and Smith, I think, are the 2 talismanic figures at the club right now. Odegaard, not a lot of space in the team right now for him, but he could come off the bench. Lukanga has been doing a great job, and alongside Thomas Partey, Aaron Ramsey looks bright, and the entire backline has been a revelation. Even with Tierney out injured, Nuno Tavares have looked good. Tomiyasu have looked good. Gabriel Magalhaes, alongside Ben White, have looked good. And Gabriel earned a call-up to the Brazil national team as well with an injury to Bruno Verissimo, Benfica, I think he plays for. So Gabriel is going to be a Brazil. I don't think he ever played for Brazil, if I'm not mistaken, but he's earned a call-up. Just testament to the great work he's been doing at Arsenal. So, yeah, don't have anything else to add on this game, but Arsenal have been brilliant. They continue their great form, 3 wins on the trot. And with that being said, their next game will be after the international break against Liverpool. That'll be a big test. That'll be at Anfield. Then they have Newcastle, Man United, Everton. They have some tough games coming up, but judging from the way Arsenal are playing, I think they're unbothered and they'll go into these games very, very, very confident. So as for Watford, though, who are heading towards the bottom of the table, they're 17th with 10 points, 4 losses in their last 5 matches, which is not good. I think since Ranieri has taken charge, he has 3 L's and a win. So if it continues like this, he's getting sacked. It's no doubt about it. And his next game is against Manchester United. So, and that's at Old Trafford. It would be lovely to see them pick up a win there. Don't know how possible it is. The next 4 games is against United, Leicester, Chelsea, and City. And if he loses all 4 games, he's getting sacked before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's quite a possibility. So, with that said, big up to Joshua. Big up to Mona Maley again. Everybody in here, man. What time is it? It's 11:07 right now. And yeah, love it. Lovely to see you guys in the chat right about now. So not much more to add on this game, and we are going to keep it moving. Gotta get this thing done. The next match we're going to talk about is the game between Everton and Tottenham. So that game ended in a 0-0 draw. Should have probably talked about that game before, but when I was setting things up, that game I'm actually going according to how I did the preview too. So I'm using the same format as the preview for the review. And I'm actually thinking about changing the name of the prediction show from, like, for example, Match Week 12 prediction to Match Week 12 preview. Because I think I do more of a preview than just a prediction. Because when you do a prediction, you just come out and basically say, hey, this is what I predict, and you give reasons and whatnot. But I think lately I've been really putting in the work in terms of the articles that I share with you guys and all the information that I give you. So I think I better just call it a preview. You see what I'm saying? So look forward to the preview for week 12. Scheduled it already and have to make a thumbnail and things like that. I like to do my work in advance. You know what I'm saying? So then what I'll do, I'll schedule the next 3 Premier League live streams, next 3 live streams for the previews and the roundups, and have 6 of them out there, and just give them that boost early in the algorithm. You see what I'm saying? Let me grab some water. I've been doing a lot of talking. All right. Guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. We got 33 likes. Let's see if we can get it up to 50 likes at least. We got a lot of big games to talk about. And let's not delay. Let's get into it. Everton 0, Tottenham 0. My prediction was a draw for this fixture. I think I predicted a 1-1 draw in Antonio Conte's first Premier League match in charge of Tottenham. Tottenham, not Hotspur. Nothing hot about that team. So, yeah. 1-1 draw I predicted. They did win 3-2 in the Europa Conference League against Vitesse. Almost blew it. And I knew this game was going to end in a draw. I knew the game was going to end in a draw. That's one I got right. So, from my notes, Antonio Conte's second Tottenham game in charge, first Premier League game. And 0-0, but the main talking points from this game, Lo Celso hit the post after he came off the bench, missing Holgate's red card. Second, it was first a yellow card upgraded to a red. And Richarlison won a penalty where VAR overturned the penalty and, give a no call. So for Everton, they made 2 changes. Delph with his first start this season and Anthony Gordon coming in for Jean-Pierre Gibberman and Mason Holgate, who later came on and get sent off. For Spurs, it was the same lineup that they put out in the Europa Conference League game. And I think that was the dumbest ever thing to do. Conte, bro. You don't want to burn the players out. You put out a strong team in the Conference League because you don't want to lose to Vitesse again. I understand that. But then you put into a tough situation where you're going to have to play a strong team against Everton. And they did so, and they couldn't put out their best performance because the same bunch of guys played on Thursday night. You see what I mean? So it wasn't the best decision, in my opinion, to start those guys and then start them again in the league. So look, 3-4-3 formation. We got to mention that. Let's take a look at the 11. The first Antonio Conte 11 here. 3-4-3, basically a 3-4-2-1, but you could look at it as a 3-4-3. Hugo Lloris in goal, Christian Romero, Eric Dyer, and Ben Davies playing at center backs. To me, not the best defense, if you ask me, because if you check the bench, you know what I'm saying, it could have been a better defense. Could have been a better. I think Tanganga would have done a better job back there, and Davinson Sanchez is also a center back. So you have players capable of playing center back, and you play makeshift players like Eric Dyer, who I think is, should be playing in the championship, if you ask me. And Ben Davies, who these days he should be playing in the championship as well for Swansea or something. So mediocre players, man. Seriously, I'm going to keep it real. Not because I have this type of animosity against Spurs. I don't know where it came from, but I can't remember exact. I think I'm just pissed off with Spurs beating City all the time, you know what I'm saying? And I can't wrap my mind around why it keep happening, but it happens. So, look, if you look at this team, man, I think he went in with more creative wingbacks in Reguilon and Reguilon, not Rion. Yon is 2 L's. Reguilon and Emerson Royale. Creative fullbacks, but it's the midfield that worries me with Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Oliver Skip. There's no creativity in the midfield. Where if you play a midfield like that, then Harry Kane has to drop back and be a creator for Son and Lucas running forward with the wing backs over in that position. So you have Son and Lucas Moura coming more central with the overlapping, wing backs there already. You see what I'm saying? So it's a tricky formation to play. And if you play this formation, you gotta include maybe a Tanguy Ndombele in there, who's a bit more creative but may not work as hard as an Oliver Skip. I think they're missing a player like when they used to have Christian Eriksen in there to spread the balls up to the forward players. You see what I mean? So, yeah. Tottenham, I don't know if this formation is going to work. I really don't know. Let's wait and see. Let's just wait and see. It's only his first game. Let's give him some time. So, Emerson did get a chance in the 22nd minute. More of a half chance. Put his header over. But Reguilon, first minute of first half, extra time. That was supposed to put in the back of the net. But he caught him high up the foot and he put it over. That was a big miss. Richarlison won the penalty in the 62nd minute. Overturned. Few half chances for Everton. None taken. 88th minute, Lo Celso hit the post. At 90th minute there, Mason Holgate got the red card for his clearance and the follow through, hitting Highbeer high up the foot. So, look, I must say, I've seen Liverpool fans mention this red card and say the Cresswell situation was supposed to be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get there, but it's not the same thing. It ain't the same thing. Both teams share a point apiece, and it's a good result for Everton because they were going through a horrible period. Good result for both teams if you ask me, but a better result for Everton where they have lost 3 games on the trot, and in their last 5, they are winless. So they got to get back to their winning ways, but not bad at all. If you see where how the table is going, if you have a team like, let's say, City with 23 points and Everton do have 15 in 10th, in 11, pardon me, that's not a bad start. United got 17 points. Everton has 15 points. That's not a bad start. You see what I'm saying? So Everton fans, I don't think they'll be beating themselves up. They're not expecting to win every game, but it's been a stellar start by Rafa Benitez with 4 wins, 3 draws, and 4 losses. Not a bad start at all, but they have not been in good form. Got to get their act together and start winning football games again. Look, not much more to add here. It's just going to be interesting to see what Antonio Conte does with this team. Let's see if he get any players in January. And let's just see, man. You feel me? Let's just see. Let's see. Guys, I forgot to mention something from the Chelsea game. I did run into an article where it said that Chelsea are considering sending Saul Niguez back to Atletico Madrid. It's been a horrible, horrible loan spell so far, I gotta say. Hasn't worked out. I like Saul, but has not been good at Chelsea at all. Has not been good. So, for Tottenham, Everton, these teams are going to be scrapping it out this season for those Conference Leagues and Europa League spots, in my opinion. I don't think they'll challenge for top 4 at all. Not a title. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. But it's going to be interesting to see what Antonio Conte does in charge of Tottenham. And it's going to be interesting to see how Rafa Benitez bunks back at Everton and see what he could do this season as well. The league is now packed up with some really good managers and some good ones still to come. Potentially some Premier League legends in Lampard and in Gerrard could come in and spice things up, make the thing a lot more interesting. So, not much more to add on this game, guys. Don't want to put you to sleep. I'm actually putting myself to sleep talking about boring-ass Tottenham and Everton right now. And I gotta, we gotta move on. So, Everton are 11th right now. And their next game will be against Man City after the international break. Then they play Brentford, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Some tough matches coming up there. But I think they'll fancy their chances at Goodison Park against their rivals, Liverpool. Pretty sure they will. Pretty sure they will, man, So, for Tottenham, who are 9th right now in the league, the next match will be against Leeds, and they play Mura, Slovenian team, on the road. Burnley, Brentford, Norwich, Rennes, Brighton, Leicester. They have some very manageable fixtures. I'm going to use the word manageable fixtures coming up. We don't know what they're going to do with them, but we know that they have some manageable fixtures coming up where Antonio Conte could go on a mad run, and show up Tottenham and have them looking good again. Let's see if it actually materializes. So what are you guys saying in the chat right now, man? Big up to everybody, man. Big up to everybody in here right now. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you like the video if you haven't yet done so. We do have a few more matches to get into, and we're gonna get that done. We're gonna make it happen. So let's move right on. Let's not delay. The next match, we actually do have 3 games left. You got the Leeds, Leicester, West Ham, Liverpool, and the Man United versus Manchester City. So we're doing very well, though. An hour 50 minutes, we're doing very well. I only plan to stream for about 2 hours today. You know, I might end up streaming for 3 hours. Maybe 2.5 hours. Maybe 2.5. But let's go. Let us go. Let us go. Next game, we shouldn't spend super long on this one, though. We shouldn't. So, Leeds 1, Leicester City 1. So, yeah. So, it's a very entertaining game, I have to say. Too bad we didn't get a winner from this one. But I think the result was indeed a fair result. A point apiece. So, look. Schmeichel with a good save in the 5th minute here from Harrison's shot. Deflected shot slightly. Schmeichel backtracking a save. Goal came in the 26th minute. Rafinha, who has been Leeds United's best player so far this season. And if he continues playing the way he does, he's playing right now, and he stays fit, he's definitely moving on to another club next summer. I know the Leeds fans don't want to hear this. You better hear it. He's gone. There's no denying it. He's gone. He got a free kick. Good left-footed shot. Bend it into the far post. Went through a body of players. The goalkeeper didn't even move. So, good early goal there by Leeds United. I think they started brightly. But immediately after kickoff, Leicester equalized. It was a great ball down, and I think that was Soumaré. Yep, Soumaré with the ball in the 28th minute. And Harvey Barnes with a delicious curler into the far post to give Leicester the equalizer. 1-1 at halftime. Harrison did get a chance in the 49th minute. Put over. That was a big opportunity. And it hit him high up the leg. I think that was like his knee. And he put the ball over. But that was a great chance, though. Rodrigo with another good chance that hit the side netting. Lookman scored in the 67th minute, but his goal was chalked up by VAR, slightly offside. Lots of chances for both teams, but points shared. And you got to give Leicester a lot of credit here, considering that they played Europa League football on Thursday night as well. So a lot of credit goes out to Leicester City. Slow start for them this season, but it seems like they're picking things up. They're really picking up and getting things going. Slow start, but still, respectable place in the table right about now. They are 12th in the table, 15 points, not bad. Palace do have 15, Everton do have 15, and it's been a mixed bag of results across their last 5 with 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. But they did lose their last game, and I think what was that against Arsenal? And they bounced back with a point, which is good enough. For Leeds United, this season have not been the best season. Haven't been their best season at all. Marcelo Bielsa and his boys seems like they're suffering that second season syndrome, that murder ball might be getting to them, where they do go very hard in training, and they're not at their best. They were really good last season, but this season they have their levels below that. But after picking up their first win against Watford, they have won again. They do have 5 draws and have only lost once in their last 5 games. So Leeds have picked things up. They do have 11 points in 11 games. And look, look, if you pick up 11 points, let's say 11 points across the next 22 games, it would leave you with about 5 games to save your season. Leeds, you got to do better than that. You don't want to cut it that close. Just want to put it there. But you have to still cut. Should we cut them some slack? Bamford's been out injured. They've been missing a lot of key players. Ailing, Junior Fairpo, the new left back as well. They've been missing players. So they've been rotating. They've been experimenting, and still 11, not bad at all after 11 games. 11 points after 11 games, not bad at all. Not bad at all for teams that's just trying to consolidate their position in the Premier League. So not much more to add on this game though. Really, not much more to add. Don't want to be super long here, and we're gonna keep it definitely gonna keep it moving. So look, point apiece. Rogers a happy man, pretty sure. Bielsa a happy man, pretty sure. Leicester, 12th, 15 points. As I said, mixed bag of results, but getting things going. Their next game will be against Chelsea. That's going to be a tough one. Let's see how they fare. Then they have Europa League against Legia Warsaw. Then they play Watford. As for Leeds United, who are getting better as the season progresses. They play Tottenham, Brighton next, Crystal Palace, Brentford. I think that's a nice little fixture there before a very tough December schedule where they play Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. All leading up to Boxing Day. So good luck, Bielsa. And your boys. What are you guys saying in the chat right about now, man? Talk to me. Big up to the boy Michael Talks Football in the house. Mike, how you doing? Where you going? You going to work right now? Or you just up, chilling? What's up with you right now, man? What is up? Talk to me, bro. Talk to me. Just done talking about this Leeds versus Leicester. We got 2 more games to touch on before we round off today's live stream, where I just made it a duty. I made it my duty to do this one, even though all the hype has died down, but I have to do this because I didn't actually, I wasn't able to do it on the weekend. I can't be on vacation doing a 3-hour live stream. You feel me? I just couldn't do it. I could have done it, I could have done it. I could have woke up early while my wife was sleeping and go on the laptop and get it done, but didn't want to do that, man. I wanted to come back here and put out a quality product. So Mike is heading to work, 6:27 a.m. here in Finland, and that is approximately 7 hours ahead of us. 7 hours. So Mike's 7 hours ahead of us. And we recently had daylight saving time as well, where the clock went back. So right now we were supposed to be 6 hours. I don't know if you guys have daylight savings as well, but we do. Maybe you guys do as well. Maybe you guys do. So big up to the boy Fox Williams, man. Fox, bro, thank you very much for continuing to be a member of this channel. Do appreciate that, man. Do appreciate the love and support that, some of you guys show to the channel. Keep the thing going. So let's keep the thing going with that said, and let's talk about the game between West Ham United and Liverpool. Oh man, wasn't really expecting this result, but at the same time I didn't expect West Ham to lose the game. Didn't predict them to lose. I should say I didn't expect Liverpool to lose as well. So this one came as somewhat of a shock to me because I watched the first half of this game. I was on my way to the Everglades in Florida there. First time to the Everglades. It was a really good experience. Got to ride one of those fan boats, on the swampy area there. Saw alligators. I saw tigers. I saw lions. But, when I saw the West Ham Liverpool scoreline, I had to say, oh my, wow, what is going on here? See what I'm saying? Didn't expect this one. But let me tell you the whole story leading up to, my experience watching this game. I watched the first half, Alisson own goal. We're going to get into these things. Trent Alexander-Arnold, he equalized. And then I lost service while watching the second half. I was actually listening and glimpsing on the game while on the way to the Everglades. You know what I'm saying? And then we got into an area where there was no service. None at all. I was like, damn. And when I got service again, Pablo Fornal scored. I was like, okay, what is going on here? And then when it kicked out again and I got service again, I think I saw the service when they were 3-1 up. I was like, oh man, Liverpool are definitely losing this game. End of it all, 3-2. And I had to actually watch the second half of this game while at the airport today. This afternoon in Florida. I had to watch the second half of the game because I knew I had to come and talk about this game and give my thoughts on it. So here you go. West Ham 3, Liverpool 2. But I got to say something to the Liverpool fans watching this right now. If you're watching live or you're watching a replay, you're watching a clip. Look, it's been 25 games you have not lost. Chill. Calm down. It's just a loss. One loss in 25 games. Imagine you being a Liverpool fan, right? And 25 games go by and you only lose one game. What else do you want? That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. 1 in 25? That's crazy. That is crazy. But you know what? Pretty sure, absolutely sure, there were fans screaming and whining and making excuses left, right, and center. Making all kinds of excuses about the loss. Even Jurgen Klopp. I don't know why Klopp makes so many excuses though. Really don't know. Stop with the blood-clean excuses, man. And let's get into the game and talk about where the excuses came in. So, West Ham made no changes. Their squad has been very, very fit this season. But for Liverpool, Curtis Jones was out with an eye problem. Naby Keita, James Milner, Roberto Firmino, Harvey Elliott, all injured. Matip replaced Ibrahima Konate in the starting 11 as well. Liverpool came into that game with 19 goals in 5 away games this season, right? They were scoring for fun on the road. Still managed to get 2, but let in 3. It was the 1,001st game in charge for West Ham boss David Moyes, who was a former Everton manager too. So this win would feel twice as sweet to him than any other win. Liverpool came into the freaking game 25 games unbeaten in all competitions. So that's why I say, if you lose, take it on the chin, move on, stop complaining. I know some people may be mad at me right now for saying this. Be like, oh, Dom, why you talk? You're always complaining. You're always complaining about refereeing, about VAR. Please criticize the players. Criticize the decisions made by the manager, Jurgen Klopp. Do that. And I think if you do that, then you'll be able to identify the problems at the team and it will be able to fix quicker. But when you complain, nothing gets fixed. What do you think? They're going to change the managers in the Premier League? You think they're going to change VAR? No. That's not going to change. The players' approach could change. The tactics, the strategies could change. You see what I mean? Sometimes I think Liverpool they're a bit too eager and not patient with their play. You see what I'm saying? And that's exactly what Virgil van Dijk was saying in his interview. They just need to be a bit more patient. grind the opposition down a bit more. Things that they've done in the past. Look back at when you were successful and try to repeat those habits. You jump the gun a little bit. And look, in this game, early release. Antonio in behind. 3rd minute. That was a brilliant run. Virgil van Dijk did deal with him, but the resulting corner ended up in the back of the net. Pablo Fornals, who has been very, very good for West Ham United, flying under the radar, one of the brightest Spanish prospects at his age when he came to West Ham, and brilliant ball. I think that ball had so much devil in it that it caught Alisson in two minds, because Alisson was thinking whether he should go out, whether he should go for the... I think he was caught in two minds, and he wasn't fully committed when he went for that ball, and that's why Ogbonna actually leapt above him and threw him off. I honestly don't think that was a foul, because the goalkeeper made the choice to go in for that ball where he could have taken a different approach maybe. You see what I'm saying? And I think Ogbonna won the duel. Alisson came out second. And of course, he did get a hand to it that diverted it into the goal. And after he got the hand to it, maybe that's, listen, maybe that's when Ogbonna got, body to Alisson and put him down. But I think in the moment when Alisson went up, he was fully in control of what was going on. I might be wrong. I'm just saying that's my perspective. That's what I saw. You see what I'm saying? That's what I saw. The goal stood. They looked at the goal and they decided to let the goal stand. And I honestly think it was the right decision, because Liverpool did not defend that properly. They didn't defend the ball that resulted to the corner properly. They shouldn't have never allowed it to get there. And then the resulting corner was not defended properly, in my opinion. So the 8th minute was where the possible red card came for Aaron Cresswell. I don't think it was a red card. The referee didn't think it was a red card. He didn't have to go over to his monitor and look at it. He got the consultation from the VAR ref, and he just carried on with the game. And I can't for the life of me understand why Jurgen Klopp, and I can't understand why Liverpool fans are actually livid about the fact that it wasn't given a penalty. It was not a penalty, because Cresswell went for the ball, got the ball, but his foot hit the top of the ball and bounced off, literally. Literally, you could see the foot hit the ball like, sandwiched between the foot on the ground, the foot bouncing up off the ball and hit the player. It wasn't meant to go in with a rash tackle. It was just an unfortunate situation. You're not going to give a red card for that. And that's what Liverpool players are, and Jurgen Klopp and the fans are crying about, a red card. Why can't just let the game play? 11 versus 11. That was not an intentional reckless tackle. That was not a reckless tackle. It was a play for the ball. Foot bounced up off the ball and inadvertently, hurt the player. Should not be given a red. And I think it was the right decision. Liverpool complain too much after they lose. If this game had ended up being a win for Liverpool, a 4-2 win or whatnot, you would never be in a hearing about all this. Never. Stop being bitter. Stop being sore losers. I'm just saying. You feel me? Please. Let's have a great season. Take the losses on the chin. Fight back. Win your games. The true test of a team is when you bounce back from a loss. Let's see if Liverpool could bounce back from this loss. And the thing about it too, Liverpool, the goal happened in the 4th minute. There was 5 minutes extra time. You had 90 minutes to overturn the deficit and go on to win the game, right? Ogbonna got injured around the 15th minute in pursuit of Mo Salah. And then when he got he got like a hamstring injury or something. He got hit in the face. Yeah, he got a hamstring injury, and then he got a hit in the face. He went off and came back on, got a hit in the face, and then he had to go back off. He had to go off the field for potential concussion, maybe his eye socket, and then it was later deemed that Ogbonna will be out for a couple months with an ACL. So that's it for Ogbonna for most of the season, right? Craig Dawson came on. They have depth. They have Dawson. They have Kufal. They could have brought in the thing. They brought on Dawson. And look, Salah won a penalty around the 38th minute. And then Trent and Salah linked up. Trent, that was a brilliant penalty. Great goal. Great goal. No doubt that Trent Alexander-Arnold is a really good player. But I reiterate to the Liverpool fans, Trent Alexander-Arnold cannot defend, and I don't know why people keep defending him. He cannot defend. If you look at all the plays, all the releases, all the freaking counterattacks, most of the goals scored against Liverpool, it's Trent's area that the goals are being scored in because he's always up the field. And I know that's part of Liverpool's way that they play and part of the way they do things, but it's actually a liability to the team. It is. It's either you're going to play three at the back and play Trent as a wing back, or just play him in the midfield and play Gomez at right back. They might actually be better off. Seriously. Because he's always out of position. But no doubt, going forward, very good. Very good. I have no questions for his defense, his attacking prowess. But defensively, he's just poor, man. He's just poor, and he's not consistent enough. He might have his moments where he put in some good defensive plays, but overall, not consistent enough defensively. Don't get me wrong again. Don't get me wrong. Liverpool have been playing some good football this season. But I'm just talking about this game. This game, David Moyes got the better of Jurgen Klopp. West Ham got the better of Liverpool. We're talking about this game here. And for Liverpool, they cannot allow this game to dictate their season. They have to bounce back. And the true test would be how they bounce back. If they keep their head down and they lose their next game and they draw their next one after that, and they win and then they win and then they lose and then they draw again, that's where the season will be lost. And I'm just speaking facts here. And the more you complain is the more you're going to drop points and the more you're going to lose games. And then you see City and Chelsea just, you know what I'm saying, distancing themselves. You see? But the thing is, every time I talk like this, Liverpool fans tend to get mad and they tend to get in their feelings and they tend to say things and unsubscribe from the channel and things like that. To be honest, I don't care. I'm speaking my mind. I'm speaking it how I see it. That's how I see the game. And I'm here to talk about the game. You got to give this West Ham team a lot of credit. A lot of credit. You also got to give this Liverpool team a lot of credit as well. They did well. They had a solid first half. Had a setback. They bounced back well. And it went into the second half, and I think they fancy their chances of actually winning the game. They have done enough to equalize, and the second half was a 45 minutes where Liverpool may have said, we're going to win this game now. Okay? And I think that's the mistake they made. They were too eager in their approach. They were too, impatient, and they were just snatching at everything. You saw a couple of times when Diego Jota had some chances. He just snatching at it. You see what I mean? So I think that's where Liverpool lost the plot here. Second half, 58th minute, Rice onto the crossbar. Positive start by West Ham. 52nd minute, Robertson received a lovely ball. He cushioned it to Sadio Mane. That was a great opportunity, and he hit the volley straight to Fabianski. So you see, there were opportunities. Liverpool should not have lost this game. They should not have lost the game. They should have at least walked away with a point or 3 points from this game. Liverpool lost the game because of the players. Not Klopp, but the players. The opportunities, they were there. They presented themselves and they were not taken. Mane should have buried that. Fabianski, that was straight to him. That was easy. That was easy. That was straight to Fabianski. Got to put that to either side of the goalkeeper and it's a goal. And it would have been a brilliant goal as well. Would have been a brilliant goal. 67th minute. 67th minute. The second goal. And Liverpool were in control of the game then. They had the ball. Fabinho had it. He was driving forward. Drilled the ball into Sadio Mane. But immediately as Sadio Mane got the ball, he was pressed by Dawson. And then it flicked up to Rice. Rice passed the ball. And Bowen carried the ball brilliantly. Antonio was making a run. Fornals was making a run. Trent was running back. Van Dijk was running back. Matip was there as well. And it was a brilliant ball. Brilliant ball to Fornals, who hit it with his left. Alisson got a hand to it, but it ended up in the back of the net. And it was 2-1 to West Ham. Klopp brought on Thiago for Oxlade-Chamberlain, who I think Oxlade-Chamberlain had a great game. He was playing well. Thiago came on, started giving it with the ball with these no-look passes. You know what I mean? They were just getting a little sloppy in the game. You see what I mean? You go 2-1 down. You're eager to get back in the game. You start giving away the ball because the thing about West Ham is that West Ham sit back and wait for you to make these mistakes. They sit back, wait for you to come, steal the ball, push forward with Antonio and Ben Rama and Fornals and Bowen. A lot of pace, right? A lot of pace. And that is exactly what happened to Liverpool. They fell victim to that. 73rd minute, dangerous attack by West Ham. Fornals was offside. And then there was another dangerous attack by Antonio. And he couldn't get past Van Dijk. He shoot. Van Dijk put the ball out for the corner. The resulting corner, Kurt Zouma in the back of the net. Jared Bowen with the assist. What a freaking corner. What a corner. Liverpool caught out by 2 set pieces in the game and a counter attack. 2 set pieces and a counter attack. What a freaking corner though. Both corners, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Kurt Zouma at the far post to just head in. Great run. Nobody picking him up. Banger in the back of the net. First West Ham goal. 3-1. I think it was pretty much over by then. But look, Klopp made the necessary changes. He brought on Origi, brought on Minamino for Jota and Fabinho. I couldn't believe it when I saw Fabinho was getting taken off. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is unbelievable. How is Fabinho getting taken? You know, but he was getting taken off because Klopp needed to throw the kitchen sink at the game to get back in. And look, Liverpool got back in the game. Henderson to Trent Alexander-Arnold. That was a brilliant ball, but Trent couldn't control it properly. He was under pressure. The ball flicked up, fell nicely to Origi, who swiveled, hit with his left, and scored. 3-2 in the last, let's say, you got 5 minutes, 12 minutes. Liverpool could have got a point. They could have got a point. And when I say they could have got a point, they could have got a point. The opportunities came. David Moyes made some good subs. Kufal came on for Bowen. That was a good sub. And Arthur Masuaku on his 28th birthday came on for Said Ben Rama. So, look, David Moyes did what he had to do. Sensible substitutions. But Shusek gave away a free kick in the 91st minute. And Trent Alexander-Arnold, who I am praising for his attacking prowess, put in a beautiful ball on a golden platter for Sadio Mane, and he had to put the ball in the back of the net. How he put that header wide, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Somebody please tell me how. And Liverpool had to equalize. They could have even went on to win the game late, but it was just chances after chances after chances missed by Liverpool. They even had a good break in the 94th minute, and Origi had a weak header easily picked up by Fabianski. You take a look at the stats here, and I'm going to show you how wasteful Liverpool were in the game. They had 69% of the ball. 16 shots at goal with 5 on target. Look at West Ham. 7 shots, 3 at target. Most of it counter attacking. 30% of the ball. They hardly had the ball in the game. They hardly had the ball. But we see this very, very often. And I keep saying that Liverpool allow their opponent too many clear-cut opportunities to score. Every game you see this. Every game you see this over and over and over and over again. They got to tighten up at the back. And if it's not for Alisson on many occasions, Liverpool lose more games. I know that's what the goalkeeper is for, but you can't keep your goalkeeper can't keep exposing the goalkeeper like that. So as good as Liverpool might be, they have a lot of chinks they need to work out. They're very good going forward. But Mo Salah, I know he was brilliant in October, but Salah has gone cold after a brilliant Oktoberfest. Just got to put it out there. He didn't score against West Ham, against Atletico Madrid, didn't score as well. So, he's gone a bit cold, man. He's gone a bit cold, and I don't know if we hyped the Salah thing up too much. Didn't score against Brighton as well, and I'm just going back. He didn't play against Preston, so that's 4 Liverpool games now that Salah didn't score after the hat-trick against Manchester United. I guess the hat-trick was for those other games, right? But I think we hyped up the Salah thing a little bit too much and put little unnecessary pressure on the Egyptian there. So let's see if he comes good against Arsenal. But look, Mane has to be more clinical. I see people criticize Henderson. Henderson is doing what he has to do. He's the only constant in the Liverpool midfield where they have to keep chopping and changing because, players are injured left, right, and center. And last season, people actually criticize me and they talk all kind of nonsense and they say I don't know what I'm talking about when I said that Thiago Alcantara is no way, shape, or form better than Kevin De Bruyne. And they laughed and they said I don't know what I'm talking about. He's not starting games for Liverpool. He's not starting games for Spain. Explain that. You see what I'm saying? If you're that good, you should be in the starting 11 every time. Every time. I know there might be tactical changes. People may say, Mahrez don't start for City like that. But Mahrez start for Algeria at least. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? And City has a deep, deep squad. So you could understand why some of those changes are being made. But, yeah, man. Thiago, man. These players got to step up. They got to step up. Got to step up. I don't think he has been good enough in Liverpool colors at all. But, look. Got to give praises to this West Ham team, man. Gotta give it to them. Gotta give it to them. Ben Johnson have been a revelation this season. He's keeping Kufal out the team. Aaron Cresswell, I know Liverpool fans may think he should have got sent off, but he's been really good in the dead ball situations along with Pablo Fornals. Zuma has been a good signing. They're going to miss Agbana. He'll be out for a few months, but they have Craig Dawson waiting in the wings, and this could now be an opportunity for Vladimir Kufal to fill in as a makeshift center-back, maybe in the Europa League games or when they do have the cup games as well. You got Ben Johnson, you can't get him out the team right now. He's been really, really good. Look, you see these guys up top? You see Shusek and Rice You can't get these guys out the team. Benrahma, Bowen, and Fornals have been playing well. And Antonio, you know what I mean? You know how good he is. So, the bench, Issa Diop is still there. Look, I even forgot Issa Diop for a second. Kufal and Diop could share the defensive burden there that left by Ogbonna. You have Ryan Fredericks could play right back. You have Lanzini. You have Krall, who's a defensive type midfielder. Noble is still around. The team is a nice team right now. Look, you got to give it to David Moyes on the job he's been doing at West Ham United. They're third. They're in the Europa League. They're doing well. You see what I'm saying? You got to give this team a lot of praises. Their recruitment, their signing have been really, really good. So all the best to West Ham, man. Let's see how high they place this season. Could they challenge for Champions League place? Could they even challenge for the title? So Liverpool, we see here. People are maybe calling for Klopp to trust some more players. Maybe give Origi a start. Maybe give Minamino a start sometimes. You know what I mean? Maybe give Tsimikas a start at left back at times. Or maybe play Nico Williams at right back. Put strength in the midfield. Maybe, who knows? Do something different, because sooner rather than later, you might have to do something different. And we did talk about injuries hampering Liverpool's progress, potentially hampering their progress this season. And you could see that kind of creeping in, not in the defense, but in the midfield. The midfield is being ravaged right now. Ravaged, literally ravaged. Fabinho is having his injury problems. Naby Keita is having his. Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones. You see what I'm saying? So it's not looking good. Not looking good. But this, with that being said, this is Liverpool's first loss all season. Literally. All season. So Liverpool fans, cheer up, man. Stop whining about every little thing. Cheer up. Cheer up. Cheer the hell up. One loss this season. You haven't lost in the Champions League. You haven't lost in the League Cup. And you just lost one game in the Premier League, man. But the worrying thing, they dropped to 4th. They do have 4 draws. So that's something that you have to actually think about. So 11 games, 4 draws. It's projected to end up being about 15 draws with the rate that Liverpool are going at right now. You see what I'm saying? 15 draws and about 6 losses, maybe. That's not tied to winning stuff. I just want to put it out there. Liverpool have to get their act together if they're going to consider themselves title challengers. I know it looks good right now, but in the long term, this is only going to end up being about 70-something points. And look, all the evidence is right there, and it's right there in front of you. Everything is right there in front of you. Everything. You want to see the league table? You want to see the league? It's right there in front of you. Everything. Multiply that by 3. End up on 33 games, 5 to go. You 66 points. You're not going to win the title like that. Got to get their act together. So, that's my thoughts on the game. Thanks for listening. Honest opinion. And, yeah. Well played, West Ham. Well played. Got to give it to them. Bad day at the office for Liverpool. But I need Klopp to stop the freaking complaining. That's it. Stop complaining. No, you're going to come up with excuses. And even Klopp said that himself. I know you people are going to say I'm complaining. But you're complaining, bro. You're complaining. So, big up to Fox, who's, been commenting there, who says, not gonna lie, tackle looked a little high, but that was an accident. The ball bounced up off his leg, off the ball, to be honest. If that was against my team, I would have been like, it's not a pen, it's not a red card. When Laporte got a red card, I called him dumb, stupid. It was a red card. So, people can't be like that. I don't like when people be like that, man. Nobody like to lose, but come on, man. Be fair. See what I mean? Just be fair. That's all we asking for. Be fair. Markinson Charles, Trent does not want to defend. He's always running back. Anytime there's a goal on, he's always running back. Go back and check. Go and check. He's always running backwards. Facts, Trent can defend. Man is deadly with the crosses and free kicks. But the loss of Virgil van Dijk last year exposed him. Now I see the weakness regardless if he gets bailed out by Van Dijk on the regs. Nazem B, West Ham showing other teams how to beat Liverpool. United could learn a thing or two from West Ham. Ricardo, 2. I'm a Liverpool fan and the truth hurt. You are correct on your opinions. Thanks, man. Thanks. This goal doesn't fit Liverpool's. Thiago doesn't fit Liverpool's style of play. Great player, though. It seems like he doesn't fit Spain's style of play, too. Because he's not getting in the team. He's in the squad, not getting in the team. Big up to Fox Williams. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, yes, Nazimbi, that's a great point you made there. West Ham have beaten Man City, Man United, Liverpool, and they have also beaten Tottenham this season, which is absolutely insane, man. Moyes is doing the business. Moyes is doing the freaking business this season. So we're going to keep it moving. I got to end today's live stream, talk about the Manchester derby to wrap things up. And I won't be forever on that. Seriously. Won't be forever on that because, look, as much as I expected a draw or a loss, seriously, I did. That was too much of an easy win, man. Seriously. So, for West Ham United, the next game will be against Wolves, then Rapid Vienna, and then Manchester City on November 28th. Brighton, Chelsea. Yeah, good test coming up. Good test coming up. As for Liverpool, West Ham's in 3rd with 23 points. Liverpool are in 4th with 22 points. Their next game will be against Arsenal. Then they play Porto in the Champions League. They should win that game. Always be beating up Porto. Porto did get a draw here and there, but yeah. And then they play Southampton, then the big Merseyside derby on December 1st against their rivals, Everton. What I'm really looking forward for is the game against Aston Villa on December 11th. Remember what happened last season against Aston Villa, right? Let's see if Liverpool could return the favor. So, look. With that being said, guys, we're going to move on to the next game. The last game in today's episode. I can't believe I got to the end. But yeah, I've done it, man. Thank God. It's a little dedication, a little hard work. A lot of preparation coming into the stream as well. And I'm glad I'm getting to, the end here. And we could get into the international break and things. Guys, if you haven't noticed about the channel, whenever we get into the international break, I do change the banner to the international banner, where I only have international players on it in their kits and things like that. So that's something I've been doing on the channel lately. Big up to the boy Coach's Desk, you know what I'm saying? Fox says, we City fans are fair. Of course, Devontae Caprice, another fine show as always. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, Coach, thanks for tuning in, man. See you doing the thing on the Jamaican, you're talking the Jamaican sports, talking, Man United, I see you talking Man United the other day. Coach is a Man United fan. Coach, bro, you guys are not good. Not good at all. This was so easy. This was too easy, man. This was too easy. Eric Bailly own goal. And we had a Bernardo Silva goal in the 45th minute. Too easy. It's like the United players just allowed the freaking ball to just, go out and Bernardo running at the far post to put it into the back of the net. So just to touch from the notes. But before I get into the notes, I just want to talk about this one stat that I don't want to forget at all. United had, I think, let me double check. I don't want to get this one wrong. Let me check the stats here. They had 5 shots at goal, 1 on target, right? They had more shots at their own goal than they had at Man City's goal. Eric Bailly with his own goal and the almost own goal by Victor Lindelof. It was, listen, it's funny. It's funny, man. I'm telling you, it's funny. This is funny what's going on at Man United right about now. These dudes are actually on 17 points right now, right? After 11 games. 6th. behind Arsenal, behind West Ham. That's not where United are supposed to be. Just want to put it out there. So, look, in this game, new Premier League ball made its debut. I don't know if the ball made its debut in the... Did we have a Friday? I think we had a Friday game. Didn't we have a Friday game? I think we had a Friday game, you know. We did have a Friday game, right? The game between I think we did. Yeah. Yeah, we did have the Southampton Villa game was a Friday game. So I think the ball made a debut in that game. And then, you know, the second game was in the Man City United game, the derby there. That nice yellow ball with the comic inspired look. That's a brilliant ball, I gotta say. I gotta see if I could get me one of those balls, though. You know what I'm saying? And talk about balls, guys. Don't forget the stream is brought to you by the lovely folks over at Manscaped, the best in below the waist grooming. And you could use the coupon code Dominic Rich to get yourself 20% off all your orders, especially for the holidays just around the corner. You know, treat those almonds and walnuts right. The perfect package for his perfect package. Trust me, man. Your balls would thank you. So, look, we're going to keep it moving, though. We're going to keep it moving. Continue talking about this game. I did make a whole video, though. I did make a whole live stream on Saturday morning talking about this. Just to recap, because I didn't talk about the Liverpool game, so that's why I went more in depth with that one. But I already went in depth with this game, so won't be going too deep into it. Won't at all. So Man United continue with their 3-4-1-2 formation, and didn't work. Didn't work at all. And I think that Solskjaer is gonna keep changing it up. He's going to keep trying this one, and if it doesn't work, he'll go back. But Lindelof, Bailly, and Maguire, just not good enough, guys. Just, you know what I mean? Just look at this. This team ain't good enough, man. And the defense is not good enough. Lindelof and Bailly almost won the game single-handedly for Man City. If it wasn't for David De Gea in this match, it would have been the Manchester Derby massacre, where City would have romped away with a 6-0 victory. That's how ugly it would have been. And I'm not only saying this because I'm a City fan and this bam bam. I actually predicted a draw for this. But David De Gea was absolutely on fire. He was ridiculously good in this game. After the own goal conceded, he was ridiculously good in this game. But this game was a one-sided match. At most, it was a training session for Man City. It was only that Ronaldo shot at goal that really threatened City. It was a really good play. But apart from that, it was men against boys. And it was schoolyard stuff, man. It was training ground stuff, man. Like, it was just too... I couldn't believe it. I was expecting a helter-skelter type game, like the game Liverpool City, where... it ended 2-2 and it was just back and forth, but it's just horrible. It was just a horrible performance by United. Horrible. I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to talk about these guys. Seriously. Sorry, United fans watching. I don't want to talk about these. I don't want to talk about United for a long time. I don't. They've been too bad. What else do I'm going to sound like a broken record talking about United. Nothing new. Nothing new at all. The Atalanta game, they should have lost that game. Tottenham, Joni Tottenham, they beat Tottenham. 5-0 to Liverpool, 2-0 to City. It's not good enough. This is a team that's supposed to be the best team in the world. Best team in England. Biggest team in the world. And how are you 6th after 11 games? With a mediocre manager, and you don't want to sack him. How is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer outlasting all these other managers? I'm asking this question right now. How is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer outlasting all his counterparts? How? I saw graphic that Ole has been outlasting so many managers, like a couple Bayern Munich managers, Barcelona managers, Real Madrid managers. He outlasted Dean Smith. He outlasts Farker, Shishko Munoz. He's outlasted a few managers at maybe Fulham, West Brom. Ole, what are you? What are you? What are you though? Are you a vampire or something? Seriously. You have magical powers or something? Because how? How is it happening? How are you still in charge of United with these mediocre results? How are United settling for this? How? You gotta be a bit more ruthless. You gotta be a little Chelsea-esque and sack the legend. Chelsea sack Lampard. You could sack Ole. Look at what happened to Chelsea when they sacked their legend. They went on to win the Champions League. They're challenging for a Premier League title. They're on top of the league right now. Do the same. Do the right thing. Sack him. But we do want Ole in charge, though. We do want him. We do want him in charge, because if he's in charge, then we're gonna get results like this for United, and then it's just funny. It just make things a bit more funnier, entertaining. The entertainment value goes up. Oh my God! Listen, man. Listen. Oh man. Look. Oh man. You know what? Talk about funny, right? Let me drink some water first. I saw an article with, Jurgen Klopp complaining about what happened in the West Ham game, right? And then there's a picture of David Moyes with a little teacup that says "Your tears." I was like, I had to show it to my wife, man. I almost died. I'm like, just keep on crying, man. I'll just drink your tears, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just funny. You just keep crying, man. Keep on crying. More tears for me to drink. You see what I mean? But yeah, look. Fox Williams, Manchester has been blue for 10 years. Facts, it's true. As an Arsenal supporter, says Devante, I also want Ole to stay. Yeah, man. It's just funny. It's just funny stuff for the league. Funny stuff. But guys, look, I have to say this. Please refer to the video, the live stream that I made on Saturday, talking City versus United in a derby. And I don't want to. I have too many things to talk about. Too many things to talk about, man, that I already touched on. You know what I mean? United are trying. Van de Beek, Sancho off the bench. They're trying. You know what I'm saying? But they're just not good enough. And the reason why, they don't have a good manager. They don't. They really don't. This is unacceptable. They might get fourth. This season. But they're not winning the title. Champions League with Ronaldo, you never know. But they're not winning that, in my opinion. Not winning anything. Guys, I'm going to call it a day. I've been live for 2 hours, 43 minutes. It's now 12:13 a.m. I have a lot of work to do. International break. I do talk international football. And I have one day between the start of the international break, which is, tomorrow, Wednesday. Today, Wednesday. And I have a lot of things to put together, a lot of things to organize, a lot of things to schedule, a lot of research and things to do in terms of, some predictions, videos that I want to put out. If I do get to put those out, but I think I'll get them. I get a prediction video for CONCACAF though. That's the main thing, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I might do a World Cup qualifiers daily tomorrow, where I predict the games coming up on Thursday. But I mightn't go hard in terms of getting prediction videos out for the various confederations. I've already done enough. I've done that. I've already done enough. But I may do a live stream tomorrow just to talk what's coming up on Thursday and to give my thoughts on those things. So, and then Thursday, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Got a lot of work to do, but I've been on vacation, so there's a lot of catching up as well. I didn't want to do too much work on the vacation because, I went with my wife and, you know what I'm saying? I had to chill. There's a time for everything. There's a time for everything. And with that being said, it's time for me to get the hell out of here. Okay? But thanks to everybody who tuned into the live stream today, though. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. I see we got 2 dislikes. Thank you very much for the dislikes as well. Do appreciate those. Look, if you ain't got no dislikes, if you ain't got no haters, it means you ain't doing something right. Okay? So, big up to Fox Williams, says rate the hustle. Bless up to the man. Thank you very much. Big up to everybody who stuck around. Nassim B, Devontae, Monameli, everybody who was in here, man. Jason Jordan, nice to see you in here. Coach stopped by as well. Everybody who stayed, came through earlier. Guys like AD, Zachary, Steve, Palomo, and the crew. Everybody who was in here earlier. Big up to my boy Thriller from Manila. Didn't see him in here today. Big up to Steve, Strasburg Steve. Big up to Michael Talks Football. All the names I'm trying to remember right about now, man. Big up to all of y'all, man, who came through as well. Appreciate it. If you're in here and I haven't given you a shout out, talk to me. I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Definitely still here. But I feel good, though. You know why I feel good? I feel good that I got this done. That's the most important thing, that I got this done, and we could now move on to match week 12. International break is here. A lot of World Cup places, up for grabs. We'll be talking international football for, let's say, the next 10 days or so. So if you like that stuff, tune into the channel, look for the videos. If you don't like that stuff, there's going to be a lot of videos in the playlist, Premier League playlist, Champions League playlist, that I'm pretty sure you didn't see, so go check them out. If you're watching a replay and you got all the way to the end, thank you very much. Do appreciate the love, the continued support, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? But look, guys, before I do go, I have to just finish things off here. And for Man City, they're second. Guys, I talked about this. Pep, did a great job. It was a walk. This was too easy. This was absolutely too easy, man. Too easy. Way too easy. But check out the live stream. 38 minutes. I went live for that. I don't want to, talk the same thing I taught there. So go check that out. For City, the next game is against Everton, then PSG, then West Ham. It's like all tough games coming up for Man City. You know what I mean? It's always tough. Always tough for City. And for United, their next match will be against Watford on the road. Then they play Villarreal. Then the test comes against Chelsea and Arsenal. Let's see if they pass that test. Then the entire December is made up of just easy games. Supposedly supposed to be easy games against Burnley, Newcastle, Brighton, Brentford, Norwich, Palace. You see what I'm saying? Arsenal. They're supposed to win all of these games, but guess what? Best believe United might lose at least 3 to 4 of these. So, look, that's a wrap, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And, whoa, Obvious Girl, thank you very much, man. Just Cause, thank you for still reacting to the derby even when on vacation. And thanks for doing a live right as you got back. Yeah, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. You're one of the real ones. Appreciate that. Canadian, $5. Thank you very much. The Obvious Girl. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? And oh, that $5 is probably for my nice outfit as well, right? You like the outfit? You know, I tell my wife when I said to her, listen, I gotta look fresh in these videos, man. Stop. When I pick up these nice gears, I get them for 33% of the price, the full price. I get them on sale and things like that. Don't hate. You see what I'm saying? Don't hate. Just appreciate the swag, because presentation is everything. All right? So, guys, friend word, thanks for tuning in. And until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.